Number 2. Sweet. And okay. Hello, everybody that is watching the VOD. I hope you're having a good day. My cat is maybe having a good day. First video, I have 5 videos for today. Ignore the cat. I have 3 that are scary comps, so Bizarre Bub, pretty standard stuff for this channel. And then we have Abyssal Detective, which also pretty normal. So not going to be a crazy day today, but I figured we'd start with this one because I just wanted to see it. I might skim, might not watch the whole thing. You gotta calm down, buddy. Famous YouTuber gets himself and all his crew arrested. Gideon video. So that's fun. Code Blue Cam is the channel. I'm going to start with this one, and like I said, I might skim, so we'll start with the scary stuff after. Famous YouTuber gets himself and all his crew arrested. Code Blue Cam.
I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
When a famous YouTuber and his crew are arrested, it seems like the end of a harrowing day.
Wait, what?
How fast do you think this is going to get dropped? Do you really think this charge is going to I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
When a famous
Oof. Starting off with that? Multi-millionaire is kind of cringy.
YouTuber and his crew are arrested, it seems like the end of a harrowing day. But the events that unfolded leave some officers wondering just how far people are willing to go to film content.
I don't understand all this, dude. Something so stupid over some, like, YouTube views.
Bro, but he does pred catches. So it's not like just... Hold on. Cat break. I just gave you a treat, okay? So just chill. Just be good. Okay. Oh my goodness. Cat's freaking out. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna start a few seconds back.
I don't understand all this, dude. Something so stupid over some, like, YouTube views.
Right. I was saying he does pred catches. I feel like it's not the same as just like YouTube views, you know, in this situation. But most times he'd be right.
The dispute begins around 10:49 a.m. on June 22nd, 2026, when a man named Joe contacts Woodhaven police officers from a local McDonald's in Michigan.
Oh, that's the guy from the Skeeter Gene video, his uncle.
Claiming that his nephew and his friends are stalking him. His nephew is 30-year-old Kenneth Chambers, who runs the YouTube channel Skeeter Gene, which currently has around 2.5 million subscribers.
I never knew his name was Kenneth.
And is well known for doing sting operations. Joe tells the officers that Skeeter and his friends have been following him and filming him throughout the day. Over the past several months, Skeeter has amassed millions of views on his channel by posting videos about his uncle. But Skeeter and his friend and collaborator, 25-year-old Gideon Adams, a popular YouTuber best known for high-energy prank videos, social experiments, and comedic vlogs before transitioning into true crime content focused on exposing criminals through sting operations, have a reason for following Joe wherever he goes.
For the past decade or so, he's been financially exploiting and abusing my grandmother.
That was a really good series. I've been following that. I didn't know there was another video yet, though.
Who was also his mother. And before that, he was doing the same thing to his grandmother, which is my great-grandmother.
Skeeter explains that despite repeated warnings from the family, his Uncle Joe refused to leave his grandmother's house and had been squatting there for months. So, he decided,
I was gonna go over there and kick his ass myself. But then I thought, wait a minute, I have a YouTube channel, and it's monetized, so I can just expose him on the internet and make some money off of him.
But according to Skeeter, when Joe still refused to vacate the home, he came up with a plan alongside Gideon.
Are we just gonna recap that whole thing? I feel like I'm kind of want to skip past that a little bit.
Continued following and filming him at the restaurant.
Oh, here we go.
Refused to vacate the home,
Okay.
he came up with
My bad. I'm getting impatient. My bad.
the plan alongside Gideon to solve the problem once and for all. He moved Gideon into his grandmother's house, eventually forcing Joe to leave the property and end up at McDonald's. But according to Joe, the harassment did not stop there. He claimed Skeeter, Gideon, and their film crew continued following and filming him at the restaurant, ultimately provoking him to call the authorities. Joe goes on to describe how Skeeter and Gideon had been setting up speakers inside the house for a large party in an effort to upset him. Eventually, officers convinced Joe to stay somewhere else so Skeeter and his crew can no longer film him. But now, as officers accompany Joe back to the house to help him collect his belongings, they have no idea that the situation is only going to escalate from here.
Hello, officers. Oh, what's good, my man? Yeah.
Just wait down here.
Okay. So, chat, we got a giant speaker here. We got a giant speaker
I did
here.
not see this video.
Bro.
I knew he was gonna set up a party to annoy him, but I didn't see he was gonna be like streaming until he leaves.
The police are giving him a ride. I'm actually dead. Boo!
But one of the officers soon notices an orange sedan following them as they transport Joe to the Woodhaven Police Department, where a friend is supposed to pick him up. Shortly afterward, Skeeter and Gideon arrive at the station with a large group of people, demanding to speak with Joe. By then, Joe has already left for McDonald's again, and when the detective tells them that Joe is not at the station, Gideon mentions filing a missing persons report, arguing that officers had taken Joe away from the house.
Yeah, Joe went missing. You guys stole him. Where did they take him, JV? I might have JV like go make like missing people. You know Joe?
Yeah, I know.
We're trying to find him. He's hiding from us.
Yeah, he's not in here, I promise.
You promise?
Yes.
You pinky promise.
Yes,
You
I take pictures of him all the time.
pinky promise.
Yes, Joe's not in here.
I don't trust her. Is it cool if I check real quick just to make sure?
Yeah.
I can? I'm gonna just check real quick, okay?
Sometimes he's a little extra with it. I think that's why he just blows back on him sometimes. Like, this is too much walking back there. You got no right to do that.
It's around 3 p.m. now, over 4 hours since this situation first began, and as an officer arrives at the restaurant to speak with Joe again, he has no idea that Skeeter and Gideon are about to bring the storm right back to McDonald's.
Because like I said, those people come all the time, except this time there was 2 new groups. Okay, and they always come in, they start using the video, and they said, and then they don't want to leave. And then they did come back later.
Yeah.
The bald-headed guy, the one that starts the first round of video.
Yep.
So he came in, and I said, "You can leave." He goes, "No, we don't have cameras." I said, "That's fine." I said, "But you still need to go." And he goes, "Do you treat all customers like that?" I said, "Only the ones that have videos and phone systems." So he sat outside. So then Joe was in and out. So he said, "We are outside waiting for him." So I said, "You need to stay in." I said, and then there won't be any confrontation. So they finally did leave.
Okay, dude, I'm so bored. Can we?
They were
Yeah.
in and out.
Yeah.
That other group, that Batman, whatever he was.
Yeah. They're
Batman.
at his house, and
I know.
they're not doing anything illegal. It's just super annoying. They're trying to get him riled up so they get their YouTube views. We're just trying to find somewhere for Joe to go because they have access to the house. They're allowed to be there, and so is Joe. So we can't make.
Well, if he knows they're not doing anything illegal and it's just annoying, then why are we even talking about it? Just forget about it. Like, it's not illegal, so why are you wasting your time?
Somebody will leave.
They have
but
those shelters.
none really close to here. But he said that his buddy was trying to find somewhere and trying to keep Joe out of the spotlight. So,
Yep. He'll be out.
All right.
Aaron, the officer later learned from the restaurant manager that Gideon and his film crew had returned to the McDonald's multiple times looking for him. The manager told officers that despite being asked to leave and informed them that they could not record on McDonald's private property, they continued live streaming. The group is then seen.
Bro, you could have cut out the whole thing of the old lady talking. Like, genuinely, that was such a waste of time. Like, your recap was like 3 seconds, and that was better.
Returning to the police station once again, demanding to see Joe. Believing they may head back to the McDonald's in search of him, the officer returns to the restaurant to keep watch.
All right, we're gonna go back and deal with them. Hopefully we can see what we can do about getting them out of there, but we'll see.
And soon, a large group arrives back at McDonald's. But this time, the officers are ready.
What's the problem?
McDonald's doesn't want you guys on the property, so you guys gotta leave.
Is he here?
Doesn't matter where he's at. McDonald's does not want you on the property. You guys have to leave. You're gonna.
Who's you guys? Can you be more specific?
You.
So they said
them,
these people?
Him, yes. You guys cannot be on the property.
Hey,
Or they're gonna arrest you.
do you guys want some McDonald's? Y'all want to go inside real quick?
You're gonna be arrested for trespassing if you go in there.
Bro, why? You don't have any, like no offense, officer, but like, do you genuinely have nothing better to do? Like,
Do you have anything better to do?
officer, you're actually like supposed to protect and serve.
All right, get off the property. You guys are gonna be arrested for trespassing.
Okay, we'll leave the property, but like, I'm just trying to figure out, do you have anything better to do? Because this is like
Yeah, they told you earlier that they don't want you guys on the property, so you guys gotta leave.
because you've been camping out there for like 20 minutes, wasting taxpayer dollars.
I'm there for about 5. You guys need to leave. You guys are gonna be arrested for trespassing.
It's crazy how you don't arrest a squatter. That's crazy. Here, let's just stand on the sidewalk.
But the warning has little effect. Soon, Gideon is seen standing on the sidewalk yelling, creating a disturbance, and stopping vehicles attempting to enter McDonald's to patronize the business. At the same time, officers notice 2 members of the film crew attempting to enter the restaurant with their cameras, prompting them to make their move.
Let's see if there's some McJoes in there.
Arrest Joe. Gotta arrest Joe.
Chat, man, is this what you want your tax dollars to go to? Cops camping out at...
Okay, this one's a little different because he's not like, I don't know if he's like, I don't think the Joe guy did anything illegal either. Like, he's, taking advantage of the grandma, but he didn't do anything like illegal. So at this point, you're just like actually being kind of an asshole, like publicly, like public disturbance, whatever. But just now you're kind of wasting the cops' time. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, he's right. This is a waste of time for them to be spending on it, but you're kind of stopping cars is just like is a little too much, and like trying to talk to them, like it really creates an issue.
At McDonald's to protect a squatter. He's in there? Really? Should we give them the camera? Yo, do me a favor. Be very careful. Just wear this as a backpack.
Bro, is that like a $20,000 backpack?
You didn't trespass them, so shut the f up! Bro, you haven't been trespassed.
We're good. What am I?
Just walk inside.
Just to get on my video?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But make sure y'all stick together.
Isn't that backpack like 30 grand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have not. Yeah, hold up. Wait. Actually, come back. Bro, they're really protecting Joe.
Bro, I mean, you did send somebody in there knowing you were trespassed, and like, I mean, that just kind of looks bad. I don't know. Is that illegal? I'm not sure.
Officer, what are you doing? Officer, never trespassed them. You can't trespass somebody.
1212 dispatch. We're gonna have one detained.
Oh, okay. These are just the kids that he sent in.
Point.
Officer, you cannot trespass somebody.
Copy, one detained.
See you going too, Mitchell?
Here, give me my backpack, my man. Bro,
I guess. Put your stuff down.
officer, you can't trespass somebody.
You're in arrest.
Here, record this on your phone.
Why is he saying he can't trespass? The officer absolutely could trespass somebody, right? Like, what are we even talking about?
Wait, can I hold your guys' property?
Yeah. Got anything on you?
Oh my god.
Officer, why are you?
Just your phone.
Officer, where they trespass? This isn't gonna stick.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Officer, this is not gonna stick.
Wait, so what are we doing?
Breach of peace.
Officer, this
Breach
is
of
not
peace.
gonna
Stalking. Trespassing.
Bro, this is the made.
I mean, on paper, this is gonna look bad. Like, you guys kind of are terrorizing this Joe guy. But I mean, in reality, I don't think you're wrong. But this is not gonna look good.
I've seen in my life.
They could just make it look really bad. That's the problem.
They never even went on the property. How are you gonna trespass someone that never went on the property? This is a violation of rights. This is a violation. You cannot arrest somebody that never went inside and was never trespassed.
Bro, it is on the property, though. Like, the property isn't inside McDonald's. They own the plot, you know?
Ma'am, they are arrested children that never went inside of a McDonald's. Call the DA and see how
Because they were on this sidewalk right here. They weren't, like, over here in the street or on the sidewalk up here.
fast that gets dropped, you dumbasses.
Okay.
Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped.
Taking these three?
Watch. Call the
wanna
DA
arrest him for
and see
stalking?
how fast that gets dropped.
He's yelling, so he's being disorderly. Yeah, everybody's looking.
Yeah, that's not good either. I mean, he's just, you know, using his speech to express himself, but I feel like that they can make that look bad too. That's a problem if you piss them off, cops. Like, they could do what they feel like is right, even if it's not right.
Well, they think, yeah, we gotta charge them.
This is absolutely.
What are you arrested for? Disorderly person. You're out here yelling.
Disorderly.
Causing a
You're under arrest for being disorderly.
Freedom of speech. You can yell on the sidewalk.
Sitting here causing a scene.
On the sidewalk.
Yep.
So you can't yell? Officer.
Anything I need to know about?
Officer. How fast do you think this is gonna get dropped? Do you really think this charge is gonna stick? Do you guys really think this is gonna stick?
Sure, we have a
do you want to waste your DA's time? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as.
Bro, that was even worse in like context in real time. Oof. I feel like even just saying I'm a millionaire is pretty cringy, but multi-millionaire? I know he makes that kind of, I mean, he's got bread, but damn.
You go on. Officer, you will be in a deposition and you will be arrested. This is.
Here, back here.
No! Call Jake and have him get my lawyer. Call Jake and get my lawyer. Is this really the route you want to go, officer?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to waste taxpayer dollars?
Yep.
Officer, can I ask you a question?
No.
Can I please?
Bro, he's being like all the people in the body cams. Just sit down.
Do you really want to abuse me, officer?
Get your foot in.
I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
Officer, I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot
How
in.
are you going to arrest somebody that never even went on the property?
You're under arrest for being disorderly, not for being on the property. Put your foot
Officer, I can't fit.
in. No, then you're
Officer,
going to sneak over.
Officer, I won't run. I'm not going to do anything.
That's
Can you
good.
just take
Go.
off the
Go
head?
that way.
Can you put them in the front at least?
No.
Officer,
over.
I can't scoot. You're trying to push me, but I can't scoot.
I've had bigger people in the
Officer,
car.
you're
Turn side-
He's just being so difficult, bro.
Officer, please.
Turn sideways and scoot.
Officer, I can't move.
go.
I'm too big.
Put your
Can't
foot
move.
that way. Let's
Officer,
go.
I can't. I'm not trying to be. Here, I'm not resistant, officer. I promise
Let's
you.
go.
It is literally my body autonomy. I cannot move. Can you just put my handcuffs in the front?
No.
And it'll make it so much easier.
Turn your body.
You have to turn and scoot that way.
Have you guys consulted with the DA?
We don't have a DA.
You don't have a district attorney?
No.
You have a state attorney? You
There's
can
no
go.
district attorneys down here.
What about state attorney?
Go. Put your feet in. Let's go.
Officer, I'm telling you, I can't move.
Scoot that way. There you go.
Officer, I can't move. Bro, you pushing me is not going to do anything. Bro, officer, you're actually hurting me.
Come on.
Officer,
Let's go.
I'm not. I can't
Scoot.
move.
Yes, you can. Scoot.
Oh
Can
my
I
God,
step out
dude.
and then slide in?
Yeah, step out and slide in.
Bro, me, bro.
Set your butt in first.
I sat inside. Yo, call Jake and get my lawyer.
Hey, get in.
Officer, why you guys?
Slide your butt back. There you go.
God
Anybody
damn,
making
bro.
the scene can slow down. We're secure.
But even after being placed under arrest, Gideon remains confident that the officers have only created bigger problems for themselves, as some of them try to make sense of the situation.
Breach of peace covers it all, so.
Where are your car keys at?
Right in my pocket, sir.
Pocket.
This one here.
Where's your car at?
It's the black one right there.
That Black Fusion?
Yes, sir.
We'll take Lions for a Black Fusion.
You towing it?
Yep.
So are they all trespassing this property or what?
Damn, bro. That's what is that, $800 ticket right there in cash you gotta pay?
Told them to leave or going to jail for breach of peace if they don't want to leave. So.
Looks like they're leaving. I don't know who's all trespassing here.
Bro, those impound lots are so messed up. It's so bad. That place is fucked. That's probably the worst thing they can do to you when they're not gonna put you in jail.
I didn't catch all that from earlier. So.
Hey, have you ever read our breach of peace ordinance?
Yeah, it covers everything. I'm good with the breach of peace.
It's stalking. I mean, we got a whole bunch.
I mean, dude, they are stalking this dude. Like, there's got to be some kind of resolution to it.
So what, we got 4?
I got 4 right now. This is absurd, dude. Is he arresting him too?
Oh, get out.
I feel like you could make a good defense for this though, because they are literally just trying to like record and film, and it's not really terrible. I don't know. At public places like McDonald's, I feel like it gets dicey. That's why you got to be more careful. I don't know if he talks to a lawyer about this the videos he's going to do before he does it, but that would be smart.
Out and get off the property now.
Yes, sir. I was not a part of this.
Then you better walk away quickly.
Yes, sir. I was just in the car. I'll leave. Hey, Dad, do you mind?
Just leave.
Actually, I'll walk home.
Now you're impeding traffic. Poundstown unit, can you light this black SUV up right here for us? Good, he's pulling up and stopping him for us.
Mark yourself.
We were just trying to pick our friend up.
Okay, well, you can't stop in the middle of the road.
Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to impede traffic. I have my insurance on my phone. That's not.
Is it the same,
It's the same
policy?
Same policy. That's not current.
Okay.
Hey, should I back up?
I'll be honest, it's kind of a gaggle mess going on in here right now, so.
I know what's going on.
Okay, well, he'll eventually move.
Do all 3 stalking and breach of peace.
We're dealing with this all day long. The guy's harassing somebody over there. It's been like an ongoing, like, years issue. Like,
Bro, and this is the problem. They do this telephone game every time, and then the next person that comes in knows less and less about the situation. And it's just more messed up. So they just start treating these people with aggression. Like, the whole thing is, the whole system is fucked.
harassing this dude, stalking this dude. Then it kind of all compiled today. Now this is turned into this. So, and then he decided to stop in the middle of the road where you saw him to pick somebody up, but.
Need anybody anywhere? Are we good?
We should be good right now. I think everybody pretty much got off the property and left. This guy.
Bro, this makes it look like McDonald's is just popping. Like, everybody's trying to get a McChicken.
Is over here filming, but yeah, there's probably about 30 other people. So long story short is this guy lives on here.
Okay, we're just going to do the telephone thing again.
Guys aren't getting time. They're the ones that were following me. And I think 2 more just walked in here. If you guys aren't getting food, get out.
No, we are. You saying what? Just kind of food. Yeah, I was just asking what was going on.
Bro says nothing at all.
Are you guys involved in all this stuff too?
We were earlier. We were staying at the house, and then we just pulled up in here to get a drink. We were out. We haven't been here the whole time. Like, yeah, we just pulled up. Yeah, we just came back.
Okay.
Bro, well, just say you're coming to get a drink. Why you add in all the suspicious shit?
Well, if you guys are involved, I suggest you leave.
Okay.
And probably not.
We're trying to leave.
Well, you're gonna have to be stuck here for a little bit now, unless you can squeeze by that. But I suggest you don't get involved anymore.
How many? Why so many people? Just randoms?
YouTube followers. I don't understand all this, dude. Like, over nothing. Like, something so stupid over some, like, YouTube views.
If we don't get the...
Bro, because ain't nobody ask any questions about what they're even doing. Like, what does that even mean for, like, YouTube views? Like, that just means people are looking at it. Like, are you thick?
The ringleader of this, I'll probably just mail him a stalking ticket.
That's fine. I think it's him in the Audi. That's the Skeeter guy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we start.
I'm just waiting for Lions to get this car out of here.
I can roll with one of you guys. Hope. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I don't. Whatever.
He's one of those guys that he goes on, tries to catch like predators on YouTube. So he's got this following of young kids that think it's super cool, and he with his uncle. He's got all these videos of him with his uncle, and it's his uncle that's in there. Get off the property or you're going to jail too. Start walking.
Understood.
Start walking.
With the personal property?
They had it. It's their property. Start walking. Go. Yep. Go. Start walking. Shouldn't have gave it to them. They're all still out there.
I feel like you could still be a little bit more like chill, like be stern and everything, but you're just being so aggressive.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with him for a little bit. I don't know if I should. What about Skeeter? Where did he go?
I have no idea where he went. The ones that came up on the property.
Did you ticket him?
I think you got a ticket. I don't know. The ones that came up on the property and were causing disturbance on the property are the ones that went to jail. I don't even know honestly who we have. We got quite a few. So.
All right, thank you.
Yep. If they come back into the.
What about this black guy over here? He was at the house.
Well,
and the guy with the glasses.
Yeah, I got you. So
he was at the house.
The problem was that they were here, and the ones that were causing an issue here is who went with us right now. Because they could have been at the house. They're allowed at the house because someone that has authority at the house is at the house. So the ones that were causing an issue here that weren't supposed to be on the property. But if Skeeter comes back and he starts bugging you, call us and we'll take him too.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because they were told not to come on the property here, and they were on the property and they're causing a disturbance.
They're allowed to come on my property. Right.
Yeah, just unplug it, ignore them. That's what they want, is you just answer and get annoyed. They just want to make you mad, so if you just unplug it and they don't have the chance. All right, so hang on.
Bro, this guy just says too much to this cop. He's just mouthy, bro. None of it even is like clear. He's just like yapping.
I'm not sure, quite a few. I have 3 sets of handcuffs and I use all my handcuffs, so I don't know. Yeah, they're on public property, so we can't do anything about them hanging out there, so I would go hide back in there.
Dude, this guy is so weird.
All of the arrested parties on their way to the station, the restaurant manager and Joe both provide written statements about the incident. But back inside the squad car, Gideon remains convinced that he has done nothing wrong.
Yeah, bro, this one, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like you were being a disturbance.
Yes, sir. I guess.
Okay.
You're for breach of peace is what it sounds like, all right? Breach of peace.
Even though I was on a public evening.
But what is that, like a day in jail, maybe? Like a night? Like, I don't feel like that's going to be like months or something, like anything like that.
Okay. What is the officer's name that arrested me?
You'll get all that when we get back to the station.
Okay. I just want you guys to know that once this case gets dropped, I am going to get a constitutional rights lawyer, and I'm going to go after you guys' qualified immunity, and you guys will be in a deposition. You will have to answer for that because the DA is not going to take this case. It's going to get dropped.
Bro, just sit silently and then figure it out later. I feel like that has like more power to it. You sitting here saying all of this is just like, it's like the multimillionaire thing, bro. Like, we all know you make money. You got racks. Like, just let it be, just chill. Like, let it go.
And when it gets dismissed, I am going for your qualified immunity. And I'm guessing this is a misdemeanor?
Yes, sir.
Of course.
So, what crime is yellow?
Bro, breach of peace, bro.
On the sidewalk. What does that do?
We'll discuss when we get in, all right? I'm not going to try to have a conversation between this.
Okay. Okay.
Between this barrier.
Constitutional rights violated. I didn't know Woodhaven like violating constitutional rights. Call my... Yeah. Give me a lawyer ASAP. Tell him to give me a lawyer ASAP. No, he's not going to let down the window. It's fine. Just stay right there. I don't want them to get you. They arrested me on breach of peace.
Can you...
Tell them to call Jake.
Can you get her out? We'll wait for me.
Okay.
Okay, can you move so I can see?
Oh, wait, you want to arrest more people?
No, I just want to be able to see so I don't get into a crash.
Wait, record? Record.
Hey, you got a second? My detective's asking if you fill out a written statement of today of what they...
Okay, and then he's going to be talking to this guy for too long because he yaps, dude. This guy's just lost it. And then Gideon keep on. Bro, just chill.
Yes, sir, it's on. It's recording right now.
All this to protect... Hey, you know when I get out, we're just going right back to the house. You know that, right? So you guys aren't accomplishing anything. You're wasting taxpayer dollars. I'd appreciate if you get my glasses. I can't see without my glasses.
Yeah, where are they?
They fell in there.
Yeah, I'll grab them.
It was not on my bingo card to file a civil rights lawsuit.
I get it.
Here we are.
I get it.
I don't know why they arrested. Well, he's part of it. Like, he shouldn't have agreed to do it, but he's like, he's kind of a kid.
Yo, what's good, my man? Don't worry, I'll pay for your bond. It's not gonna sit.
You guys can just come up with this...
Bro, I feel like that's not the problem, though. It's more that you have a record. You know, even if it's a misdemeanor, I think it's going to be on your record.
I'm gonna get us with the best civil rights attorney.
Nope, right there's good for me. Stay right there for 1 second.
Ultimately, Gideon Adams was charged with misdemeanor stalking and
Oh no, dude. Stalking is such a bad charge to have on there.
breach of peace. The other 3 crew members were each charged with 1 count of breach of peace as well.
Okay, that's not so bad. I feel you get away with
Judge
that.
set Gideon's bond at $10,000, which he posted to secure his release. The other 3 crew members also posted personal bonds. While Gideon was in jail, his and Skeeter's fans made hundreds of calls to the Woodhaven Police Department and Downriver Dispatch.
Oh, I bet.
Some callers reported fictitious crimes, including a false homicide, while others flooded the Woodhaven
Yo, why would you do a felony in response to this? Like, as like to be like a fan of his or something? That's insanity.
Some callers reported fictitious crimes, including a false homicide, while others flooded the Woodhaven Police Department's Facebook page with messages. And upon his release, Gideon launched a campaign called Free Gideon.
Bro, Skeeter looks fit as fuck. I feel like he wasn't like not fit, but he looks like crazy fit. He looks like fucking Andrew Tate or something. Like, you know, appearance-wise, not like personality.
Claiming it would prove his innocence and what he believed was the bias officers had shown in favor of Joe. Skeeter, on the other hand, still wants Joe out of his grandmother's house.
Yeah, what a bum. That guy looks like such a
Gideon's
bum.
pretrial hearing is scheduled for July 13th, 2026, where his defense attorney will begin addressing the stalking and breach of peace charges. If convicted, he could face up to 93 days in jail for breaching the peace.
Bro, I thought it was like a day. 93 days.
And up to 1 year in jail or a $1,000 fine for stalking.
I'd much rather a $1,000 fine. A year in jail instead? Wow.
Whether you're on patrol, on the...
What happened with that? Did it resolve?
couch.
Probably not. Oh no, they're all about the bro lost aura after saying he was a multimillionaire. I am a multimillionaire. Oh gosh. Skeet immediately cooperated and fled the scene like an adult. Yeah, dude, I feel like he kind of crashed out a little bit. That was a little bit cringy. Because I don't think he was fully correct on all that. But anyway, that was not a bad video. I didn't think I'd end up watching the whole thing, but I did. I'm going to take a little bathroom break. I'll be right back in like a minute. All right. Next video. Now we're getting into the scary stuff, so that's good. I've been waiting. Actually, I'm going to start with the older ones because they are usually worse. Let's do Scary Comp 14, 16, and then 69. Gotta end with 69, right? It's gonna be the best one for sure, and it's kind of new. I think I've said before, anything over 50 is pretty good. Anything before that's a hit or miss. Scary Comp V14, Bizarre Bub.
Reddit user Reddit Bands was inside an ambulance when he caught the following on camera. Listen closely.
Reddit Bands free speak.
Or you'll miss it.
He gets stabbed in the eye? That sounds like the paramedic.
Now, some viewers think that it could have been the paramedic who set this.
Then why the hell are we watching it, buddy? Then what are we even doing? And this bothers me. I mean, they're not going through the loop, the little strings on his sweater. That's just I'm talking about the wrong thing. Hold up. That was a terrible video. That was terrible. There's no one in the back with me. No, it wasn't the ambulance driver. Bro, I don't even believe this guy. Like, what happened to you, bro? I feel like at no point should you have like a patch over your eye unless you did something a little crazy, you know? Otherwise, it's just very unfortunate. All right. That was terrible. Terrible start. I'm going to pretend this is the first video because, boy, that was ass.
Reddit user Princess Lena received a video from her friend who didn't realize that she captured something really disturbing in the background.
Oh, jeez.
Princess Lena writes, "Something with a red face came up behind my friend. She was drinking, and there was no one else in the room with them. It randomly shows up behind the girl on the left. Here's the video that she received."
Bro, I don't even see any. Wait. Come on. That's so dumb. Bro, it looks like a bird, like a demon bird. That is so ass. What up, Susan? How you doing? I hope you're having a good day. This is a terrible video, so sorry. Bro, y'all are just drunk. Like, are we oh, I hit 0. Oops. Dude, that is the dumbest frame. Like, this is like worthy of a 10 spot. No, that is terrible. All right, number 9. Please be better.
Madison
Please.
Nicole was FaceTiming her boyfriend, who was inside his car parked outside a restaurant. When he went to go pick up his order, she was left alone on this call.
Okay.
But little did she know that she wasn't actually alone. As Madison was waiting for her boyfriend to come back, she saw something that scared the living daylights out of her.
It's a good setup.
In the backseat of his car, she saw what appeared to be a face. But if you look closely, there's something off about this face. It looks like something unholy.
Bro, that just looks like the headrest of the back seat. What are we talking about? I don't even know if you have something on there. Like, that's totally possible. What the... Why are we reaching in all of these so far? Holy. I don't even know what to say about that, dude.
Something off.
That's pathetic. It is a still frame of the video. All right, whatever. Holy. This one's bad. This one's really bad.
Griffith Park in Los Angeles is well known for being a hotspot for suspicious activity. It is rumored that satanic rituals take place there, among other cult-related practices.
Some lore.
From personal experience, I can assure you that Griffith Park has lots of cultish activity. But don't take my word for it. Just watch this video that was taken by someone who was hiking there.
Okay, well, show me the video. Stop walking, bro. I can't hear it. Oh, thanks for the sub, Susan.
Oh my God! Oh yes, thank you, yes, Lord Jesus! It's us! Thank you!
Nah, bro, this is just therapy, dude. Sometimes you just gotta go out into the wilderness and scream. I mean, that's what you gotta do. Get it all out, you know? See, and now she's cool. Now she's good. All
This
the demons...
doesn't rule out the possibility of this being someone who was acting hysterical. But given the history of this place, the thought of this being a cultish practice comes to mind.
Okay, I don't know. I feel like you should have tried to like decipher the words and then put like subtitles for the words. And I would have like I would have been a little bit more about that. But I think she's just screaming to feel better, bro. And that is not, you should not feel bad about that. Sometimes you just gotta scream.
Facebook user Real Mystery Hunter was live streaming a paranormal investigation at a place in Indonesia that is known to be haunted.
Why don't more people live stream the ghost stuff? I feel like it's always like edited. I would actually enjoy like a, well, it's too long. That's the problem, because they're in there for like 6 hours waiting for noises to happen.
During this live stream, viewers were left unsettled by the events that unfolded. Take a look.
Hop nggak ada. Hop nggak ada. Hah? Hop nggak ada. Nggak ada di belakang ya. Muntah kau nanti li, muntah nanti. Astagfirullahaladzim. Hep, 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 hep. Ada dengar suara weh? Astagfirullahaladzim. Tunggu kita menjauh sedikit.
Viewers believe that this might be the ghost of a kuntilanak, which according to Indonesian folklore, is a female ghost that passed away during her pregnancy and attacks men and even kills them out of revenge for failing to conceive a child.
Bro, you can't see, there's only the glowing light. I literally don't see anything else.
Whether this was a kuntilanak or not, the footage alone is enough to keep you from visiting such places. Being a guy, I for sure would stay away from this place.
Bro, what? Because I'm a dude, I'm gonna stay away from the ghost chick, because she's gonna be way too about it. Like, bro, what?
That is
Oh my god, this video is crazy, dude. This is not a great comp.
Nicole Hogan was looking over at her doorbell's footage when something in the video catches her attention. Check this out.
That is a lie.
Oh, that's you, bro. That's the dude.
That is a lie.
It even matches like his movements, and oh my god, this is just silly. This is just silly. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please be redeemable. I feel like I'm not even gonna be able to make this a video.
Tesla car detecting what seems to be a ghost.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, that'll show the camera. You're
not the Tesla ghosts.
Right. Little man there. But there's nothing there that should be.
Maybe it's the chair?
I don't know, it's showing it directly behind it. Remember when you were doing it? You had to be directly behind the car to cause it.
Yeah. Maybe it's the chair.
Because when you stood next to it, to the side, it didn't.
Bro, your friend's reasonable. You should just listen to him and stop.
Show little man. The detectors are.
Why is it moving?
It's going back and forth.
I don't know, man.
That's weird. Oh, now he's
Where's
next to
another
it.
one?
It was next to it. Oh, was that my door?
What the f?
Why is it sensing all this? That one could just be the trash can, because the trash can's right
but
there.
But it wasn't there before.
Yeah, it just popped up out of the blue.
Moved.
He's gone. Remember how accurate it was with that motorcycle?
And bro, I don't know what year this was in, like what Tesla you got, like if they fixed all the bugs and shit. Like dude, I don't know. I don't know anything about that, and it's not that scary. Like I'm not thinking it's a ghost.
Out of all places,
bro, these are so
asses. The cemetery is the last place I think of to prank someone there. And the reason for this is not just out of respect for the deceased, but also out of fear, as the following illustrates. In the middle of the night, two cousins went out for a drive with their two kids. They were hoping to scare them silly by taking them to a cemetery where they would scare them.
I feel like two cousins went out with their two kids makes no sense. I'm already like, what the fuck are we talking about? This sounds like you got it off a cereal box.
However, little did they know that they too would be getting scared. Both cousins right. We took the boys to the cemetery down the road at midnight on a full moon. After pretending my car ran out of gas,
all too long.
And we were stranded with no phones or flashlights in the middle of all the graves, we sufficiently freaked them out. Then I told them that we had to take pictures around us because if there were ghosts, they would appear in the pictures. Hand to God, this is what appeared in
Okay, so you're just trying to freak the kids out, and then it turned freaky.
One of our pictures. Now we are all freaked. There appears to be a ghost-like figure in the distance. Whatever this is,
Bro, it looks like something somebody put up.
Sure is unsettling.
It looks like a, not maybe like scarecrow fashion like model, you know, but it's not a scarecrow. But it could be also. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm not thinking this is some demon, bro. That's so silly. And there's no one in this picture. It doesn't match your story. Told them to take pictures around us because if there were ghosts, they would appear in the pictures. Okay, I thought you meant the kids were in the pictures, or the, you know, never mind. Still a terrible one.
Elizabeth Watson went out with some friends to a bar in Salzburg, Austria, and captured something pretty creepy on camera. I'll let her explain what happened.
I always show this photo around Halloween time because it still totally freaks me out. But about 10 years ago,
You're going to tell me this is like the head of somebody who wasn't there.
I was studying at the Salzburg International Ballet Academy in Salzburg, Austria. You can see me here, right here. And one night after a long week of dancing, some friends and I all went out to this bar called O'Malley's. And
Oh my God, show me what, why are we looking at this picture?
anyways, we're here at O'Malley's and we're having a good time and everything's fine. And Allison here in the middle was taking photos throughout the night and nothing of consequence happened. She took a bunch of pictures. We all went back home to the States about a month later and she finally uploaded the photos. And she uploaded this photo.
Oh my God, bro. This is what we took 6 hours to get here for? Oh my God. This is so stupid.
Here, and you can see me, I'm being sort of a downer over here for whatever reason, but Allison's dancing in the background and you can see behind her this figure and it has a face, guys. Like it
Nah. It looks like it got a face and the whole picture got fucked up lighting anyway. I don't know what you did here, but this is not just like, oh, I took a picture and this is what happened.
has a face.
Oh my God, 6 hours wasted for just to wait. Oh my, and we keep going and we keep going. Why are we zooming in on boobs? What are we doing? What are we doing?
If you look closely, there appears to be another ghost-like figure in the background. Now, this could have been caused by...
I was actually joking about the forehead thing, and this is even a whole nother level of stupid. I couldn't have even fathomed that, genuinely.
the camera's movement, but I could be wrong.
Yes, yes, I agree with that.
Gervin was looking over at his home security footage when he saw something that gave him chills.
Wow.
Take a look.
We believe we have caught a ghost on camera. Okay, there it is right there. Watch. It goes all the way across the camera. Now that you know where it's at, I'll pull out a little bit and just watch this thing. It goes all the way across. And there's not a light because there is no light back there behind. You can see up on the hill back there. There's no light there.
There's absolutely a light.
Nobody over here, but it's still going across the camera.
Robin doesn't know what to make of this. His own...
It don't look like a person walking or nothing. Like, it just looks like a fucking camera issue.
only guess is that this might be a ghost, which seems to be the case. But as usual, I'll let you be the judge of that.
Bro, the fact that it traces exactly around this light edge here where you're saying there's no... You could see on the hill, there's no light. Bro, what? Huh? This is on a whole... This is like AI level, bro. But this is 5 years. There's no way.
Just like the previous clip, this one captures what appears to be an apparition.
This looks familiar. I don't know why.
Manifesting and disappearing at the same time.
Ring camera glitch. 100%. 100%.
It's pretty strange. Check it out.
I don't even need to know. I don't even need to see it. Uh-huh. Yep. Follow right where the side. Yep. And picked up a physical item, bro. That is a Ring camera glitch, like every other one that we've seen, because this is a Ring camera, so it actually fucking makes sense. All right, wow, hot garbage, hot garbage on that one. But I need to be like rating these like how hot of garbage, you know, like because wow, there needs to be like tiers of depravity with it, because this is just everything is bad. So I just need to know how bad, you know? All right, this won't be short. It's only 12 minutes. Scary Comp V16, Bizarre Bug.
Set off the security alarm on one of our properties 2 nights ago. This is the footage we found after nothing was stolen.
Ring camera glitch. And it's a Simply Safe, bro. It's a, come on. That's just a telltale. They just throw that shit in with a whole bunch of, like, houses and stuff. You ain't gotta pay for this shit.
Now, if you thought that was creepy...
It wasn't creepy. It wasn't at all creepy because that part was a Ring camera glitch. I don't know why your alarm went off because I can't see nothing. You have a terribly placed camera for any sort of security. All right, that's an appropriate number 10. That one was terrible.
Construction operator was recording the moon to show his kids as it was pretty big that night. But little did he know that he'd be capturing something pretty creepy as well. Check this out.
How big the moon is, it's really big. Anyway, it's pretty cool. What the hell? No. No, 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 no. Wait, there's nothing there.
Good reaction, though, no? That was good. That was a smooth reaction if he was faking that, dude. That was really good. Because I was going to say, I mean, this part's easy to just have the playback video make it look like it's recording, and it's not. We've seen that a bunch of times on the dash cams. But, and then his reaction even to this is pretty good. Like, I was going to say, I don't know anything about this trailer. I don't know why it would stop like that. You could maybe make it do that. But he's selling it, bro. Like, this is a good fake if it is one. Those are my favorite, honestly, because they're kind of wild because they got to be faked, right?
This might.
But then, like, I can't tell you why it's fake. I just know that it is. Those are so good, dude. Stumps my ass.
There isn't that much information on the following video, but it's still nonetheless pretty creepy. Take a look.
Bro got the I'm doing nothing today fit on right now with the cargo pants with the belt, no shirt. That's hard. Bro, what? I need to figure out why that happens every time. It's always in a reflection like this too, and like the quick thing across the camera. Like, that's either got to be editing or like a natural occurrence.
An apparition passes by really fast behind the camera. The only piece of information on
Ghost in my dining room.
This video is that it took place inside a dining room. But regardless, the video itself is enough to have you looking over your shoulder.
I don't know, dude. I feel like it's not enough. Like, sometimes it's more clearly a person or more like solid of a shape. So that one was kind of not great.
Passes by really fast behind the camera.
But I also couldn't tell you what it is. So it has to be some sort of like reflect. Like, why are you even filming? Or this is a Ring camera sitting in there, actually. So that makes sense. But that too could then be Ring camera glitch, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Ricky Velasquez was checking out a cabin located in the middle of nowhere. The cabin was abandoned, So Ricky went over to conduct a paranormal investigation.
That's a sick cabin, dude. High ceilings.
But upon arriving, Ricky sensed that there was something off about the place. He didn't like it, but he continued the investigation. However, something terrifying happens that almost causes him to leave the site.
Oh, Ricky, buddy. I'm disappointed.
¿Cómo te llamas? Uy, yo creo que se haya grabado eso. Oh. Oh.
Nah, bro. I feel like if you're gonna go as far as to get a spirit box, you're not above like faking this with your friend.
Oh, no mommies.
No mommies. I never knew what that meant. No one ever put the subtitles for it. But it's no way, no mommies.
Soon after this happens, Ricky searches around to see if anyone else was inside besides him. He couldn't find anyone, unfortunately. But lucky for him, this meant that he probably caught actual footage of something paranormal.
His reaction's super solid too, though. And then I don't hear nobody like running or anything, like someone else pushing it. So this one too is pretty good. But I wonder if ghosts just speak Spanish, maybe. And that's why a lot of us can't, not a lot of Spanish speaking ghost hunters, is there? That I'm aware of. So that may be my fault. Number 6.
Jackie Bartlett posted the following picture and writes, "This was taken from my neighbor's backyard."
What the hell what am I supposed to think about this, bro? Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Everyone just there's some shape that shows up and it looks a little human, so they think it's a ghost.
I honestly have no idea what this is. The thin physique and
I don't know if it's Halloween and this is some decoration they got. This is just a picture, brother. It could just be edited. I have no idea. But it looks like a Halloween decoration or something to me.
Justin Melson posted a strange video on his channel, as it was unlike any of his other videos on filmmaking. Melson writes,
"Bro, he's sitting like leveraged, like he's like full butt forward. That's actually cool. I don't think my cat knows how to do that."
Was unlike any of his other videos on filmmaking. Melson writes, "This video was captured during a vacation my mom and I took during last December. We've been holding on to it for our own reasons. I know this is a channel based on filmmaking, so it's easy to..."
Okay, this is way too wordy, brother. Way too wordy. "Check the footage of our house sitter, who is a good friend of mine. Nothing was found besides this disturbing clip." Okay, just show me the video. It should explain itself. Like haunted dining room ghost or whatever. Like, simple. It shouldn't be a whole fucking book.
Found besides this disturbing clip. Here's the video he uploaded.
Yo, is a kid, it's a kid. Okay. You got another cat. Do you maybe have a third cat I'm not seeing? Yo, the cats didn't even react to the door closing, bro. The camera panned to the wall and stayed there until we returned.
In case you missed it,
why didn't you show me? Why don't you just show me what happened?
There's a shadow that passes by the room, which by itself is...
That would have actually been scarier if it just panned to the wall and stopped and wasn't moving anymore. Like, what the fuck? And then I don't know who's home, bro. And clearly the shadow would be coming from there. Like, this is silly.
Oh.
Wasting my time, bro. Wasting my time.
Angelo Bonacorso was exploring the King George Inn in Ontario, Canada, which is a place that is known to be haunted, as he was getting ready to conduct a paranormal investigation.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be fake, bro. They're putting too much into this already for them not to have to fake it and make sure something happens.
This happens.
Yeah, we gotta get a clip in before we even go. That's a smart idea.
Let's see if I can do something.
Are you in a hotel?
Walking upstairs, dude. We were just up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not buying it. And then you got a fucking Connect set up? Like, what are we, 12? I don't think that actually works, bro. This isn't Paranormal Activity 3 or whatever the fuck. What was that, like, that was like a decade ago. We were just, bro, you just said that. Y'all not reacting real. Like, you're totally faking it right now. Bad acting.
I mean, we know there was nobody, like, who could have come up here.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that was so reasonable to say, friend.
Loud, like it just happened in front of us.
Like it just happened. Bro, I'm done. I'm done. You guys are terrible actors. Stop it. I'm so done with that. I'm not even doing it. That was ass. Y'all suck. Not gonna lie.
I was looking over at security footage from the night before and saw something that scared the living daylights out of her. The person you hear in this video is Thea's husband.
7/2 of 2020. We apparently caught an apparition going to the neighbor's house, going left to right.
Oh my god, I could just tell from the guy's voice and stuff, like this is not gonna be good. This is gonna be so silly. Can you just show me? I don't wanna.
And a vehicle drives by. Nobody. Nobody's there.
Okay, there was nobody there in the first place, buddy.
Is walking, no legs, and she disappeared.
It's called a ring camera glitch, my friend, and you are just an old head. That is literally what we're dealing with here. Think you know everything, can't learn anything more. I see it there. My eyes wouldn't be lying to me. You're telling me my eyes are lying? No, shut up, bro. I already know where that would go.
Marissa's Messes was filming herself while cleaning when something really weird happens. The video pretty much explains what's going on.
Hold up. All right, my bad. I had to do that. All right. Bro, the light just went out. It's not even anything special. Are you thinking? How many times do you need to flip a light to realize that it's not going to turn on? Like, you literally did it 500 times. You have your phone set up recording as well. Like, this isn't like just like a camera, like a security camera. You're clearly acting.
If I hear you say you want to end your try to just stay alive. Baby, we'll turn it all around, 'cause it's not too late. It's never too late.
Bro, you felt a breeze on your face, bro. I'm not going to be able to see that in the video at all.
This I reflected.
That doesn't mean a fucking ghost, bitch. It's... Oh my god.
That's up. Hello?
I'm sorry, bro. That's just stupid. Like, you can think that, and that's great. Like, you can hold... I'm not going to take that away from you. But, you know, like, this is not a scary video. Like, that don't mean shit. I'm so sorry, bro. That's electrical stuff. That's electrical shit.
This final clip comes from Ricky Velasquez, who besides exploring an abandoned cabin, explored a rundown building in a ghost town known as Bajos de Mimiagua. According to the few that live there,
that's a sick-ass name for a place.
This location is a hotspot for paranormal activity. Knowing this, Ricky wasn't surprised to have captured something beyond
Another
belief.
Ricky?
It was only after rewatching the footage that he noticed what he caught. Take a look.
This better not be the same Ricky.
Venir aquí siempre es algo impactante. No saco de mi cabeza esa...
That's it?
¿Cómo explicarles esa...
Bruh, you're just misattributing.
Esa noche que estuve aquí, me da...
I wonder why, bro.
Sentimientos encontrados.
Someone or something appears to be lurking outside the building. Viewers think that this might be the ghost of a child that
I'm just gonna go with something is way more accurate than someone. Way more accurate. Bro, my phone got
used to live there. But of course, what are your thoughts on this?
I think it's just silly, bro. Like, it's just, I don't know if it's something. He didn't even notice it, and we didn't go look at it. So what are we just pretending we know what we're talking about? Bro, that's all the old videos, dude. It's like Sir Spook's level, and Sir Spook's never leveled up and got to like Bizarre Bub current day. So that's exactly why I wanted to save this video because transition. This one's gonna be this is gonna be so much better, and it's the same guy who made both the videos that we just watched. So again, you'll see the difference there. I'm gonna pee real quick and then take care of this other thing too. So give me like a minute. A lot of breaks this time. My apologies. Alright. Okay. Scary Count V69, Bizarre Bub.
A woman is alone at home when something pretty creepy is caught on camera. The following video comes from a woman who lives alone with her 2 cats. Every so often, her cats would do things that would make her question whether or not they were children in their past lives.
What?
To her, it feels as though she's living with kids. Given how much she loves her cats, she buys a camera to see what they do when she's away from home. The camera.
Okay, that's a pretty good setup. I mean, I'm gonna believe that. Like setting up the camera for the cats, that's actually a pretty good idea. They try to build these lures way too dramatically, and that is perfect.
The camera she gets has an auto-tracking feature, which basically means that the camera points to wherever it senses movement,
those are scary
tracking
as
wherever
fuck.
the cats go. Although recording everything they do, it seems that buying the camera was a bad idea, as ever since having it, it's been capturing things that are scaring her.
Cats are so fucking weird, dude. They'll just jump out of nowhere for no reason. So you gotta really be careful with the cat videos.
The following are just some of the things that happen when she's away from home. Take a look.
Bro, these all gotta be the same apartment complex or something. These are the same places every time. It has this tacky, like, paint look, and then it has that same fucking couch. Bro, it's gonna do that though. It's not scary though. Come on. It might have tracked motion, and then by the time it got there, there was no motion there anymore. You know what I mean? Like that just, come on, bro. Use the, it's gotta detect it first, right? And then move over to it, right? Can we turn turn it on? Turn the brain on. That was a cat. That was some cat antics right there.
From strange noises.
Nothing strange about that. I'm so sorry.
That come out of nowhere.
Okay. Okay. We got another one. Oh,
It's
boy.
not only when she's gone that strange things
There we go.
happen.
So she's paranoid. Everything that happens, she's gonna say it's a ghost.
There have been countless instances when something unexplainable occurred while being at home. On one occasion, the woman is in the kitchen.
Okay, I don't know about that one. Plus, there's cat toys that do that normally. I don't know what that is.
Unexplainable occurred while being at home. On one occasion,
And she ain't looking that shocked, bro. If that was rolling without any purpose or source of movement, I would be like astounded. She's like,
countless
okay,
instances when something
track,
unexplainable
bruh.
occurred while being at home.
Bro, that is, come on. I people are gonna say, oh, you can't tell how people are gonna react to everything. Yes, you can. Most times, yes, you can. You can narrow it down to a couple of different possibilities. This ain't one of them. Sorry.
On one occasion, the woman is in the kitchen when all of a sudden, an object on her shelf just launches off on its own.
It better be a big one. Wasn't on video though.
But creepiest of all is when one day, while
And we're just gonna breeze over it like that? If it's really that crazy, we're just gonna be like, and then one day, bro, something just fell off. Bro, see? It detected the motion, moves, missed the motion because of the movement, took a little bit, but we caught a little bit of it, right? I mean, come on, bro. Are we the fucking 12? Like, what are we doing? How are you gonna? Oh, here we go. And then a door slam. Bro, this will tell. This will tell. Like, genuine. Like, come on, tell me. You cannot tell what her reaction is going to be when that door opens, right? You tell me you have no perceivable idea what her reaction could possibly be. There's a few possibilities, and let's see. Is one of them a matching? Okay. Always got to sell it with the, oh, it's been a long time, and this just occurred. Maybe.
the woman is certain that there was no draft when this happened, as according to her, the whole apartment is sealed just tight enough to prevent any airflow from outside.
I don't know. And she's smoking right now inside. And you're saying there's no ventilation whatsoever, right? Come on, bro. Are we using these? Are we do we have to like go over walk you through every little bit of it? Like can we just
Given that this has never happened before, she finds this very unusual. Sadly enough.
I don't know, bro. I feel like you'd react harder. And she's smoking. Keep that in mind. All right, her blood pressure already up. Like
It's incidents like this, among many others, that's been causing her a lot of anguish, as she doesn't know what to do to stop this. Whatever it might be that's going on.
This ain't cause of the door. Oh, this ain't cause of that.
It's taking a toll on
this is her own personal life, something going on.
Her mental health. Out of all occurrences, one in particular has pushed her to take action by seeking help from others. The incident is nonetheless pretty creepy. This is what was caught.
Don't tell me that's it.
C'est quoi? Stop, viens.
Okay.
Attends. Viens.
Okay, okay.
Connard. Espèce de connard. Viens. Laisse cette putain de porte tranquille maintenant. Viens. C'est moi. C'est moi, regarde. C'est moi.
All right.
Viens.
That's pretty good.
Viens. C'est moi.
Bro, you see that? You see, like, her reaction was 100% real. Like she even was like, "Oh shit, the door might close on the cat," type shit, and completely like reacted. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna fake that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Slam, slam. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm buying that. I'm buying that.
Vas-y, éclate-toi maintenant.
Oh, smooth.
Ferme cette putain de porte, vas-y.
Is she gonna grab a weapon?
Reviens, moi, reviens, viens. Viens, c'est moi, n'aie pas peur. N'aie pas peur, c'est moi.
Damn, okay, this just got way better. I'm sorry for shitting on it. I gotta do that until I can't, you know what I mean? Bro, I'm actually like feeling for her right now though. And the fact we're just letting it play, I love that.
Once again, the door just somehow moves on its own. Even the cat appears to be scared as it quickly jumps off the bed after sensing something wrong.
Yeah, bro, and then he's like acting all weird when she's trying to touch him. Like, that was actually a really good video. Wait a minute. Why ain't nobody rewatching that part? Come on, man. That one, okay, that was the best part of the video so far.
It quickly rushes out of the doorway as to avoid being crushed by the door. Naturally.
Yeah, even the cat was like aware of it, bro. You're not gonna get an acting cat, you know what I mean? That was so believable. Like, if that was staged, that was a fantastic job, you know what I mean?
In this next video, a man is looking outside his window when he notices something odd. Across from his apartment, a set of mannequins are lined up in front of a store. As he takes a closer look at one of these mannequins, something pretty baffling happens. This is what he captured.
Te lo juro que esa muñeca no estaba mirando hacia acá, mira. ¿Ves que parece como si nos estuviera mirando? Y uno, vamos, parpadeó.
I think that was editing, bro.
Te lo juro que parpadeó.
I think that's editing, dude. It was good. Good effort. Yeah, I think he probably like actually said that and then just kind of made the video work with it. So I don't think that's real at all. That is super funny though.
Straight out of a horror movie.
Okay, bud. We don't need to talk about it. We know what happened there.
Documenting strange.
All right. And this one, see what I mean, man? This one is so much better than the other two. So much better.
There's a man on YouTube who's been documenting strange happenings in his house. Almost every video on his channel is solely based on the supposed paranormal occurrences that this man has been experiencing. It goes without saying, but some videos are pretty creepy. In one of his uploads, the man captures footage of an unexplainable incident that resulted in his mirror getting cracked. He has no idea as to how the mirror got cracked, but he suspects.
Bro, it kind of looks like that's the point of damage right there.
The ghost in his house is accountable for this.
Bro, you just not taking responsibility to that level, bro.
Now, out of the few videos on his channel, the following may just be the creepiest. On October 3rd of 2022, the man is looking.
We ain't gonna talk about the mirror though. We're not gonna talk about how the mirror broke. I feel like that's kind of like we're starting off with that, saying he's like freaking out about it, but now we're oh yeah, and then this other thing happened.
Looking outside his window after seeing something outside.
What?
What happens moments later has left him unsettled. Watch.
Okay. Can we?
What is that? Water? God, this thing is. That's not. Well, I guess it has a window too. God dang, that thing's filthy. Hello? Hello? Oh, Jesus.
I'm not really buying his reaction.
The door opens on its own, as though someone had come inside. He looks around, but can't find anyone or anything that might have opened it.
I just feel like saying hello is not gonna be not the first thing. Inside your house, if you're like camping and stuff, we've seen those videos. That's nothing crazy. To be like hello, like panic hello to kind of confirm like somebody's here.
Door opens on its own,
but you're inside your house. Inside your house.
As though someone had come inside. He looks around, but can't find anyone or anything that might have opened it. Although
Brian, it's so fucking dark right there. It's so dark right there. You could have easily just had somebody push it and then hide.
Spooky. It's the following night that leaves them even more spooked.
The video did well. Let's do it again.
Suspecting that it might happen again, he sits on his bed and records the door.
Now we're gonna. Oh, is this the mirror? Now where the mirror's gonna break?
Around the same time it opened the night before. As he waits patiently, the following happens.
He's like, we got, bro, a crossbow and a guitar? Who are you?
I got bad posture. Let me fix that. Am I hearing things?
Why are we recording?
Fun.
Nah.
Fun. David. It's not funny, guys. Chills, dude, how the fuck bad. Oh, dude.
I'm just not buying it. I'm sorry. Like the whole thing, it just doesn't feel like it's real to me. I don't really know, like what, like this part especially. That like just doesn't feel like at all a real reaction. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like people are gonna have issue with that because like, oh, you can't tell how people are gonna react in certain situations, and it's like, well, they have a certain amount of options actually, and then a certain amount are gonna be like, that's crazy. You wouldn't do that in a normal situation. You know what I mean? Hopefully. Another one?
Take a look.
You got way too many videos because it did well once. You did it again, and then you're gonna double down and make it even better now. Because now you got a Ring camera, right? That looks more like an iPhone alarm when the flash is going off or something like that. That's not...
A shadow-like figure passes quickly against the wall before seemingly diving beneath the bed. It happens real fast, but you can make out the shadow
diving beneath the bed. That's just silly, dude.
On the wall before it disappears.
And it's a Ring camera, so... Ugh, no, this is just silly, dude. I feel like you're just wasting my time there.
On Reddit that many people are finding hard to explain. The footage itself comes from a security camera installed outside a workplace where the Reddit user's father works. The father has no clue as to what was caught on camera, but nevertheless, he was terrified by the footage, as what was captured in it is something that one's mind would conjure up during a nightmare. On October 10th of 2022, the Reddit user's dad is looking at a security camera's live feed when out of nowhere, he sees this.
Okay, I already don't believe that. He checks the live feed and then happens to see what's happening right then and there, and it's like something worth recording.
Despite the video's low resolution, you can still make out something pretty uncanny. Although we can't precisely tell what it is that we're seeing, it's obvious that something isn't right about the supposed people in the footage. Out of both people, one seems to have an unusual gait. It's as though they're walking on all fours, with a slight limp.
I don't know, dude. It just looks all messed up because of the resolution. Like, there's no way you could tell what this is.
Despite the video's low...
It's clearly distorted because of the resolution, so you're just taking, like, a low-res image and then saying that's what it is. Like, bro.
Led viewers to believe that something otherworldly had been caught on camera.
Okay, I don't know about that, man. I think it's just
or maybe even a cryptid of some sort.
It's the same effect of a Ring camera glitch, but, like, extreme.
The video has yet to be determined as supernatural or not.
It's clearly just two people like moving. They're moving something or doing a movement that I can't tell what it is exactly. But that isn't scary. I don't think it's a skinwalker. Oh boy.
If there's one thing that makes a video twice as creepy, it's children staring at something that can't be seen. But even more unsettling is when something near them suddenly moves on its own, suggesting that something might actually be there. This next video is just as creepy as the one described. Jamie Primex Sullivan is a mother whose daughter, who at the time of this recording, was acting very strange. According to Jamie, almost every night after tucking her daughter into bed, she would catch her staring off at something in the corner of her room, even though there was clearly nothing there except for darkness. Although creeped out by this common occurrence, it's the following incident that freaks out Jamie the most.
I've been saying that's the
Jamie
baby
and her
stare,
daughter Charlie
though.
are filming themselves inside their home after going out for dinner. They vlog about their day and eventually start talking about people in their family. However, when Charlie brings up Jamie's deceased grandmother in the conversation, things take a chilling turn. Watch.
But where's your grandma?
Where is my grandma?
Heaven.
Do you remember my grandma? Where is my grandma? Where is she?
Up in heaven. What did she do to make her go up in heaven? Did she do a smoker?
No, she didn't do a smoker. She was just very old. She was almost 93, and her body just got very tired. She was too old.
Was she, did your grandma almost couldn't walk?
She was old. She could walk, but she was old.
Bro, I couldn't understand that. I would have been like, say it again. Like, you're going to have to rerun that.
Okay.
What's a protect viral? I don't know if I love the daddy part, but what's up?
Mommy, your grandma's here. And she says, hi, Jamila.
What?
Your grandma's here. And she says, hi, Jamila.
Bro, that is a demon baby for sure. Like, look at that thing. That thing is fucked
Hi,
up.
Jamila.
What?
Your grandma's here. And she says, hi, Jamila.
Now, Jamie adds that her grandmother had called her Jamila growing up, and that there's no way that her daughter could have known this, as she was never told about her nickname.
Okay, that would be scary. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's actually like, there's no way that she knows that. There's no way I can confirm. Like, I just have to take your word for it.
Considering Charlie's odd behavior, such as saying things that aren't there, among other strange
Not much, man. I'm just blowing through these scary videos.
incidents, there's no doubting that Jamie was deeply unsettled by this. Just how exactly did Charlie know of her mom's nickname that was given?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know. There's no way to know. So it's not really that scary. You know what I mean? I just kind of have to like assume you're right about that.
YouTuber Rusty Tucker posted a video of a chilling incident that was caught at a cemetery. Although posted in 2016, the video is beyond creepy. Legend has it that the Evergreen Cemetery in Judsonia, Arkansas is haunted by the spirit of a young girl who tragically
Well, every cemetery would be haunted if that's the logic that we're using. I mean, can we just not set it up like that? You're just trying to make it more scary than it needs. Just show me the video. Just show me the video and I'll decide.
chilling. This is what the drone captured.
It's creepy enough to be running a drone through the cemetery. I mean, if I'm trying to, I mean, I shouldn't be at the cemetery this late, apparently. But if I'm just trying to visit some dead person, you know, this is the time I got, and I see your drone, you're ruining my time. This better be good. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Exactly what I just, bro, exactly what I was just saying. Ruining their time. They're like, fuck this. I'll come back later.
All of a sudden,
Let me see
the
it again.
figure of what looks to be a woman appears out of nowhere. It hides in the corner as though it's trying its best not to be seen.
Maybe it looks like they're trying to give like some praise to the dead person.
Woman appears out of nowhere.
I mean, they're right by the grave.
It hides in the corner as though it's trying its best not to be seen.
Plus, it's like you're the one with the drone flying in a cemetery for some fucking reason. You know, they have reason to be like suspicious and run away. Like this is not this is not #1 worthy, bro. This is terrible. Wow, way to end that one off, dude. Second clip, this one was the best one. The best one of this video for sure. So, otherwise, oh boy. Oh, the fact she put the bed in the way of the door and says close it now, asshole, shows how much of a legend she is. Yeah, dude, she had aura, bro. I was shitting on her at first because I was like, nah, she faking it. But that's why she was stoic and didn't even move with this, you know? She just kept smoking. That's hard. All right. Next one. I'm going to go pee real quick. But next one's going to be from Abyssal Detective. Some of the best videos, dude. I get really good shorts that come out of these. So I really like his videos. They actually show some videos that are like, wow. Like I saw the Bomb Squad, dude. I keep thinking about that one, dude. Graphic. Anyway, give me like 30 seconds. All right. So this is going to be the last video of the stream. It's a long one, so it's going to be probably an hour, 10 minutes with my yapping. But the most disturbing videos before disaster volume 5, Iceberg. Abyssal Detective 2. Bro, some of the best videos I've seen come from this guy. And this is like his second channel. He's got another channel that does fire as well. Like, makes some of the best videos, dude. Hands down.
24 videos, 7 levels. This Iceberg feature.
Bro, and that's hard, dude. To be blurring some of it, that's so good, dude. Like, dude just knows what he's doing.
Most disturbing incidents caught moments before disaster. We'll start with the unexpected and move deeper into incidents so disturbing you wouldn't believe them if they weren't recorded.
Bro, he never even lying, too. They get disturbing, bro. I'm so ready for this.
The Dancing God. In Temkuhiraj, a town in India's Kushinagar district, a vibrant Dol Mela celebration turned into a viral tragedy.
Oh, shit.
At first glance, the footage looks like countless other festivals, with performers dressed as Hindu deities dancing in a religious...
Dude, that looks fun as fuck. It looks like Burning Man, but like is spiritual.
This procession. One of those performers was a 23-year-old man named Rambahal portraying Lord Shiva. And midway through the procession, Rambahal begins to get tired. But when he sits down on an iron pipe attached to the stage, he assumes it's harmless, and things take a turn for the worse. His movements change, his body visibly stiffens, and when Rambahal tries to stand, he suddenly collapses, hitting the ground hard. The music
Did he get electrocuted?
Continues for a moment before confusion spreads. People nearby rush in to help, only to realize the performer is still in contact with the stage's metal frame, live with electricity.
Oh, that's what I thought, bro.
Anyone who would touch it risks becoming part of the circuit. Helping him becomes increasingly challenging as people hesitate and pull back, yet every second passed was thinning the chances of the man surviving. Eventually, police officials stationed at the fair are alerted, so they quickly move in and clear the area. Rambal is lifted down from the float and rushed to the Tamkuhi-Raj community.
Bro, I mean, just with the setup, like it's probably high voltage, dude. Like, and for him to go out just like and just pass out kind of like that and just stiffen up, it was probably super high voltage.
Health center, only to be pronounced dead. Investigations later showed that the iron pipe he sat on had become electrified, likely due to faulty wiring connected to the trolley's equipment. Following this, Rambahal's father, Girdhari, filed a complaint against the fair organizers, accusing them of negligence. As a result, 11 individuals, including the DJ operator and tractor driver, were taken into custody.
Wow. Hey, at least they did something about it. I mean, that is negligence for them to even have, like, you guys have, like, like first responders stationed at the event, and then we're not even going to have it, like, set up where the electrical's not, like, live danger for them.
DJ operator and
that's totally reasonable. What at least a good outcome of that. That's so sad he died though.
Deadly fun fair ride. At the Spanish City Summer Fun Fair in Whitley Bay on August 28, 2025, a fairground worker, Corey Lee Stavers, is working near one of the rides as families move through the plaza around him. The area is still part of an active work site, even with the ride functioning. And as he's working, what happens next shocks everyone. The moment Corey steps back, the ride comes crashing down on his head, pinning him to the ground. When it leaves, there's a brief moment of hope for the worker to get out of its range, but before it can, it comes down again.
Oh my
People
God.
in the surrounding area scream frantically for the ride to stop, and at exactly 2:15 p.m.
Oh, it's like that one that like shakes around in a circle. Oh my God, dude, he got hit by the whole thing.
Emergency services are called to the plaza in response to reports of a serious workplace injury. As responders arrive, they find Corey Stavers with a severe head injury. Fairgoers are kept at a distance while responders do their work.
Oh, it would swell your head up so much you'd have like a hemorrhaging and brain damage.
Despite their best efforts, Corey Stavers is declared dead on site. Early
Wow.
reports suggest he was attempting to retrieve a jacket
No,
near the
what the
attraction,
fuck?
though specific details were withheld pending investigation. Corey's family later released a statement describing their grief as devastating and asked for
Wow.
privacy as they tried
Yeah, because that's not even negligence, bro. He wasn't supposed to be there.
to process their sudden loss.
Damn, dude.
Monkey Forest Tragedy. The sacred Monkey Forest Sanctuary in Ubud, Bali is usually associated with calm paths,
God, did they
ancient
maul
temples,
somebody?
and curious tourists. But on December 10th, 2024, that calm was shattered in seconds. Earlier that day, heavy rain and strong winds had been battering the area throughout the day. Despite the worsening weather, tourists continued walking through the sanctuary unaware of the danger overhead. Without warning,
no.
a large tree
Like a tree?
near a temple area gave way. As it fell, it struck surrounding trees and branches, causing a chain reaction
Oh, wow.
that sent debris
Oh, wow. It took down every single tree in sight.
crashing down onto a crowded walkway. CCTV and phone footage captured the moment visitors began running in panic as the path became chaotic. Amidst the chaos, emergency responders began almost immediately as unstable branches hang overhead. Staff rush in to push visitors back while rescuers work to reach those trapped beneath the fallen debris. Reports reveal that two female foreign tourists were killed on site while several others, seriously injured, were rushed to Kenak Medica Ubud Hospital. Following the incident, authorities closed the site and began inspections. Investigation later confirmed that the tree collapse was caused by a combination of severe weather and aging vegetation.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, they should have just closed the walkway down for the weather.
Even though sanctuary management insisted that the tree had been in good condition. Eventually, the sanctuary was temporarily restricted while safety checks were conducted.
Wow.
Level 2.
I mean, that's just the same as that demolition video where that guy got hit with a rock from the building that got taken down. Like, it's just, you shouldn't push it, you know? The universe is going to push back.
The fallen live wire. After a powerful storm swept through Tra Vinh province in southern Vietnam, heavy rain and strong winds uprooted trees and damaged infrastructure across several communes. In one area, a roadside flame tree collapsed onto a low-voltage power line, snapping it and leaving a live wire hanging dangerously low across a roadway. Minutes later, two young men in their mid-20s rode down the road on a motorbike. They were local mechanics traveling a route they knew well. However, in the dim, rain-soaked conditions, they didn't see the wire.
Oh, it's just hanging right there?
Until it was too late. The motorbike struck the live cable, and both men were immediately thrown off, with one going limp while the other struggled to move. Residents nearby heard
Holy
the sound
shit.
and rushed out, quickly realizing the danger. Authorities were called and power crews arrived to shut off the electricity, but it was too late. Turns out the pair had been electrocuted at the scene before help could reach them.
Yeah, bro, power line wire? Like, that's instantly going to kill you.
At the request of their families, no post-mortem examination was conducted, and the victims were released.
Oh, dude, he's like writhing on the floor.
However, in the hours that followed, authorities continued their review, and officials later acknowledged that the delay in identifying the fallen wire played a critical role in their deaths.
Wow. I mean, you'd never imagine a power line wire to just be hanging in the middle of the road.
Russia's flying roof. In Russia's Sakhalin Island, residents were already dealing with the effects of a powerful cyclone moving across the region, with several storm warnings being issued. But no one expected what happened next. On October 17, 2021, in the town of Alexandrov-Sokolinski, when winds intensified across residential neighborhoods, the roofing sheets of an apartment block began to shift. CCTV footage later showed the material sliding, lifting, then peeling away from the building entirely.
Yo, that's some bad construction, though. I mean, that thing wasn't even held down.
The debris didn't fall straight down. Caught by the wind, it was carried outward into the street below. and unaware pedestrians
Oh no! Oh, they'd get destroyed, bro.
were caught in its path. At the time, emergency services were already stretched thin, responding to fallen trees, damaged buildings, and disabled power lines, so the rescue response wasn't immediate. Authorities noted that 13 settlements in the Alexandrov-Sakhalinsky district lost power, with critical facilities switching to backup power. In the end, 2 people, a man and a woman, were later confirmed as the immediate victims. The man died immediately at the scene, while the woman...
I mean, yeah, it's a terminal velocity roof flying at you. Like, it's like metal.
...was reported to have died while being operated on at the hospital. Local prosecutors opened an investigation to determine whether the roofing had been properly installed or if preventable failures contributed to the incident. The review later pointed to negligence in how the roofing had been secured.
That's what I'm saying, bro. No way it blows off like that.
Citing the fact that the materials were not properly reinforced to withstand cyclone-level winds. No immediate criminal charges were announced.
I was gonna say, well, that might not be something that they agreed that they would do. Like, you know what I mean? Like cyclone winds sounds very specific. It's like insurance policies, dude. Like it's got to be very specific.
But the case became part of a wider review of construction standards across the region following the storm.
Because then it's construction standards. So then it's really the government who messed up, but they're trying to say, you know, it wasn't really us, but we're gonna fix it. BS, dude.
Before the crash, thousands of spectators gathered at Vectron Daytona Air
these
Show
are the
in
worst,
Ohio,
dude.
expecting thrilling aerial performances. Jane Wicker was one of the most anticipated.
Have we seen this?
A veteran wing walker, she was known for performing without safety harnesses, standing atop planes as they flew at low altitude. On June 22, 2013, she flew with pilot Charlie Schwenker and a Boeing Stearman, preparing for a low-level aerobatic maneuver. They had practiced the day before, and so far no issues had been reported. The weather was fair, and the visibility was just right. Still, that day, things did not go as planned. Video footage showed the aircraft began its pass lower and slower than intended.
Okay,
At the
I
same
have not
time,
seen
Jane
this one.
was still repositioning on the wing. The maneuver didn't complete as intended, and the plane suddenly rolled. Failing to stabilize, it drifted outside the
Bro, she don't have a parachute or nothing? Like, you can't just jump?
performance area. Investigators later concluded there was no major
Oh, bro. And then they just saw all that shit. And then you gotta be like, oh, let's go, guys. Let's go to the car.
mechanical failure, and the aircraft was under control. It was the maneuver that simply ran out of altitude, leaving no room left to recover. Only after this investigation did officials confirm that both Jane Wicker and
just
Charlie
bad strategy.
Schwenker were killed when the aircraft struck the ground.
It was just bad execution. They didn't do it correctly. Oh, that's so sad. It's not even negligence at that point. It's just like, that's the downside of doing these stunts.
In front of the crowd. What unsettled many people were Wicker's own words from an earlier interview. She had once described wing walking as just me, the airplane, and the sky. She knew the risks, and in the end, the thing she loved ended her life.
That's just sad, bro. Live fast or die young, whatever.
Buried underneath. In February 2025, construction work was underway at an underdevelopment building site in Hyderabad, India. However, at some
I always get nervous with these, bro. Like the third world construction ones, because they do cut corners, bro.
point during the excavation, a mud retaining wall gave way. There was no explosion or mechanical failure. Still, the collapse happened suddenly and without warning. Some are able to avoid the debris, but with how quickly things escalated, a few didn't have time
Oh shit, the whole thing's going.
to escape. Thus, they were buried alive. People rush towards the edge of the pit, shouting and trying to help, but the unstable ground makes it dangerous to approach. Dust fills the air as rescuers hesitate, aware that another collapse could follow. Emergency responders were called. They arrived quickly, but despite rescue efforts, a father, his son, and his nephew were pronounced dead on site.
Oh, and they're all just trying to work and make a living. That's so sad.
All were laborers assigned to the excavation. Another worker survived but suffered serious injuries.
Bro, and the way they do that, it's like you're contracted to work on this project. Like, they're not going to pay your family out or anything like that. Like, you just picked a project that you happen to die on. Like, that's how they see it.
Investigation later confirmed that the collapse occurred at a corner of the excavation cellar, where weakened soil gave way and buried the workers below. GHMC officials determined that excavation began without the required commencement notice, despite an earlier warning to follow safety measures. Consequently, they concluded that the deaths were caused by the builder's failure to comply with permit conditions.
Good. Okay, good.
Following these findings, LB Nagar police filed a criminal case for negligence. The architect and structural engineer involved were blacklisted and had their licenses canceled.
Yeah, bro. And you're in the middle of this project that you probably put a lot forward to. Like, you're so in the shit now.
The building permit was eventually revoked, and the regional government announced financial assistance for the victims' families, reported at 500,000 rubles per house.
Ooh. Is that enough? Okay, rubles. $6,000, brother. That's not enough. $6,500 for them dying to the family. Which maybe that's a good amount of money. Maybe you can get a lot with that and like do the ceremony and all the things that you need to do.
Disasters so far could have been avoided, but the next levels carry incidents so outrageous that it's hard to forget them. So hit that subscribe button.
Bro, what a beast, dude.
A newlywed couple in Yemen visited a reservoir near Kamran Dam to celebrate their marriage. But nothing prepared them for what was about to happen. The video they recorded began on a
oh no, I think I've seen this video.
happy note, with the pair laughing and making jokes. But in their excitement, the couple moved farther away from the shore. Suddenly, their movements become frantic. The laughter stops, turning into helpless screams.
And they just get pulled under. I remember this.
The camera continues to record as they struggle, calling out and attempting to stay afloat. But there was no one nearby.
I forgot what
Only
happened,
later
though.
does it become clear that neither of them could swim. So one by one, they disappeared beneath the surface.
No way, bro. They just couldn't swim? I do not remember that. I thought it was like something bit at the lady or something.
The recording does not stop right away. The phone continues capturing the empty water for several seconds before the footage ends.
Bro, that's so sad. It's just because they couldn't swim. I did not know that. And they literally just drowned. They needed a lifeguard.
Strict instructions prohibiting citizens from swimming in the Kamran Dam area south of Sana'a, citing the ongoing risks posed by the site.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be signs and stuff for that.
The incident makes you realize the unpredictability of life. 1 second we're laughing, and the next...
I mean, but y'all know you can't swim, though. Y'all are totally aware that you can't swim, and we don't want to test the water, see how deep it goes, like, make sure it's cool, like... I don't know, man. Maybe it was like a sudden drop in the floor, like the floor of the river or the dam.
Struggle for life. On January 11th, 2026, a road accident in Noida, India, exposed one of the biggest loopholes in the city's infrastructure. 27-year-old IT professional Yuvraj Mehta was driving home around midnight. It was Sector 150 of Noida, a city near the capital Delhi, and dense fog had reduced visibility to almost zero. Because of that, Yuvraj couldn't see the low boundary wall, and before he could pull back, the vehicle collided with it head-on. To make matters worse, just beyond that wall was a
He just drove straight into the wall.
deep pit full of water. Yuvraj hadn't
Did you show it?
Couldn't see the low boundary wall, and before he could pull back, the vehicle collided.
Yo, why is he driving this way, though? Like, you can see there's nothing over there.
Reduced visibility to almost zero. Because of that, Yuvraj couldn't see the low boundary wall, and before he could pull back, the vehicle collided.
That's so sad, dude.
Head-on. To make matters worse, just beyond that wall was a deep pit full of water. Yuvraj hadn't even recovered from the crash, and his car was already in the water. He didn't know how to swim, so to stay above the water, he desperately climbed onto the sinking car and lay flat. Yuvraj called his father, who rushed to the site and alerted emergency.
Bro, you're just gonna have a hard time if you don't know how to swim, and then you're in like a water disaster. Like you're kind of done for. Like you're really working against the elements there. Dude, that one's just unfortunate though. I mean, it's literally just a fog accident. Like he just couldn't see.
During a temple ceremony in Kerala in April 2024,
There's a whole
Aravind,
elephant.
a young Mahout, was handling an elephant named Kunjalakshmi. Video footage shows the ritual proceeding normally, only for the situation to suddenly get out of hand. Kunjalakshmi's movements became uneasy. People nearby try to reach out to calm her, but the animal's agitation grows by the second. Suddenly, the elephant surges forward, forcing Aravind off balance. In confusion, it enters a corner of the temple grounds, loses footing, and collapses. As it goes down, Aravind gets trapped beneath its legs.
Wait, let me see. I can't see with all the blurs, bro.
Calm her, but the animal's agitation grows by the second. Suddenly, the elephant surges forward, forcing Aravind off balance. In confusion, it enters a corner of the temple grounds, loses footing, and collapses. As it goes down, Aravind gets trapped beneath its legs. Panic spreads through the crowd. Most bystanders pull back instinctively. A small group of handlers rush in, trying to reach for Aravind, but the tightness of the space makes it almost impossible.
Yo, they don't even want to get involved. They're like, yeah, no, it's over.
After several tense moments, they manage to draw the elephant's attention away and create enough space to pull the Mahout free. Aravind is rushed to the hospital, but despite medical efforts, the man succumbs to his injuries.
Yeah, bro, what is like a 2-ton elephant standing on you? Like it's not gonna go well. That's so incredibly sad, dude.
In March 2021, a
tip?
live stream was already in progress when the pressure began to build, with a young woman seated in front of her setup, speaking directly to her audience and responding to comments in real time. It's a donation-driven live stream in China, where viewers can send money to spin a virtual wheel that determines what the streamer does next.
Yo, how does this go bad?
Smaller tips trigger minor challenges, but larger donations unlock increasingly extreme ones. One viewer sent roughly $13,000, and the challenge it landed on wiped the smile off the streamer's face. Consume 2 liters of alcohol.
Whoa, why would you have it on the wheel though? That's just on the wheel? Like someone could have donated $5 and got something like that?
But with that much money on the line, she eventually complied with the request.
I know, you'd have to do it. You have to try. 13 G's in a day for one task?
As requested by viewers in the chat, the alcohol was mixed with eggs and mustard. The drink was prepared on camera.
Why? Why?
Throughout the process, she continued engaging with her audience by reading comments, responding to messages, and encouraging further donations. But as she drank, subtle changes began to appear. Her movements slowed, her speech became less steady. Viewers noticed her condition slowly deteriorating when suddenly she collapsed.
No way.
The camera continued recording as people who were home with her
She's
rushed
passed
to
out?
help. Emergency services were called and she was transported to a hospital, only to be pronounced dead. The investigation revealed a critical detail that was not visible to viewers. Prior to the live stream, she had taken cephalosporin, an antibiotic known to cause severe reactions when combined with alcohol. That interaction between the drug and the volume of alcohol...
Bro, she just happened to be on antibiotics that day when she got a 13 grand tip. Like, holy shit.
...consumed proved fatal. The live stream was taken down shortly after her death, and the platform disabled the replay. In the days that followed, some platforms quietly adjusted their moderation guidelines, limiting extreme dares and flagging streams
That's
that
so
featured
sad, bro.
excessive drinking. Don't put your
2 liters of alcohol, I feel like alone is going to kill you, whether you're on antibiotic that reacts like that or not.
health at risk like that for some money. Even if she wasn't on a medication, For a lot of people, 2
That's what I just said, bro.
liters
Exactly.
of
Exactly.
alcohol could
Too
be
much.
enough for them to like die. That's alcohol poisoning. That's dangerous. Don't do that.
I would think a liter might kill you, you know? Like 2 liters, you're definitely going down for that.
Please. He spoke, the land answered. On September 29th, 2024, a man known as Mr. Todin D stood near the roadside live streaming. In the footage, he speaks directly to the camera, pointing toward the hillside above the road. His message
He's driving with the door open.
is clear. The ground is unstable with rainwater soaked into the soil. A landslide could happen at any moment.
Oh my god, the whole thing's shifting.
And as if the universe was waiting for his signal, the hillside suddenly begins to move.
Oh
At
my god, bro.
first, it's subtle, but then the whole slope gives way completely. A mass of soil, rocks, and debris surges downward, overwhelming the area
Oh.
in seconds. The camera shakes violently as the landslide reaches the road.
Oh, you're done for. Your bike's gone.
The live stream cuts out abruptly, leaving viewers questioning. By the next day, the rescue team is able to recover his body, which had been buried deeply under the mud.
Oh my god.
Search operations, however, continued for several more days.
You just
and after
suffocate.
4 days of intensive efforts, a second victim was located. He was identified as Nguyen Viet Tuoc, a 64-year-old resident of
bro.
Thanh Tien village in Thanh Quang commune. His body was found beneath more than 3 meters of debris trapped at the foundation of his home.
Wow.
The highway was blocked beneath
Just chilling at home, and then you get a landslide on top of your house.
layers of mud and rock. Ultimately, cleanup operations began as authorities assessed the damage. Later clips circulated online, including news coverage and images from the recovery, but the focus remained on the moment the land gave way.
Wow, I've never seen a landslide
Level
video
4.
ever.
Too hot to handle. At approximately 12:47 p.m., smoke began filling the interior of the Masquerade Club in Istanbul's Besiktas district.
Oh,
And
holy
what
shit.
started as a small flame spread rapidly through the space. Within moments, visibility dropped as thick fog moved through the building. As the fire grew, workers
Oh my god, that's a huge building.
inside attempted to escape, but the exits were blocked, and within seconds, the smoke became overwhelming. Emergency calls were made and fire crews were dispatched to the scene, but despite the rapid response, many of those inside were unable to reach safety. Above the club, the residential building remained standing as residents were evacuated. That nightclub had been closed for Ramadan and scheduled to reopen later that month, so renovation work was underway in full swing with workers installing new materials. Thus, by the time the fire was extinguished, 29 people were dead, with most
Dude,
of
that's
them being
actually not that's actually like good, because that was an entire building, bro. Like that could have gone so much worse. That's crazy.
renovation workers. Reports later uncovered several shocking details. The work was carried out under an invalid renovation permit and
As
without
usual,
adequate fire
negligence again.
prevention measures. Flammable sound insulation and decorative materials had been packed tightly into confined spaces to cut costs. And the sparks from the welding work had ignited the materials, allowing the fire to spread rapidly.
I mean, this guy should have known where he should have been a little more. He's not even wearing like glasses, bro. Like you lose your eyesight that way.
In the end, club managers, owners, and supervisors were detained. Dozens were charged with causing multiple deaths through negligence.
Yeah, but then they get a few years in prison. They don't even get like life sentences for murder.
Congo's illegal miners. On the morning of November 15th, 2025, gunshots were heard at the Kalando mine in the Milondo village in the Democratic Republic of Congo. It was a cobalt mine, and hundreds of miners were at work. The gunshots caused immediate panic, and the workers began to
Gunshot?
rush
Why would
towards
someone have a
makeshift
gun?
bridge. However, the structure wasn't designed to hold so much weight at once. So
Oh
it
no, another landslide.
Those at the front fell first.
There's
and
so
others
many
were pushed
people.
from behind, and some were crushed under the weight of bodies landing on top of them.
Oh, that's
Chaos led to
hundreds of people.
confusion, and confusion led to catastrophe. By the time the area settled, the scale of what had happened became apparent. At least 32 of the miners were dead.
Wow, that looked like way more than that.
And as the reports of the deaths and videos from the collapse surfaced, people online couldn't help but ask how and why. Yet the answers led to even more questions. Only days before, heavy rains had passed through the region, leaving the ground really unstable. As a result, access to the mine had been officially restricted, and military guards were stationed nearby to enforce the closure. So, what were the miners doing there, and why were there so many of them? Turns out they were part of a large group digging and selling cobalt without any authorized party.
Ah, so they were being negligent. The people like sourcing this material,
overseeing their operations.
That's wild.
These
Well, then you can't really. Well, y'all were doing like a black market thing over here, type shit.
Unregulated workforces are pretty common in Congo because it's the world's largest producer of cobalt. What's even more disturbing is that to avoid any attention, the miners had built their own access routes, including that makeshift bridge. According to reports, military guards fired shots in an attempt to disperse the miners, which hit one in the leg and another in the hand, causing panic in the others. However, what happened after cannot be explained by the gunfire alone. It was a result of a chain of failures, only waiting for a moment.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna say they're on the bottom. Like them panicking and running is not gonna cause the top to avalanche down. You know, like that's literally a universe thing. Like you guys should not be here. The universe was like, okay, you want to try it? Go ahead. And then disaster.
Like this to collapse. To avoid similar incidents in the future, Congo...
Bro, don't make a freaking makeshift bridge and do things the right way.
From stadium to gravesite. Thousands of football
Oh
fans
no, tell me that it's gonna collapse, isn't it?
gathered at Hazel Stadium in Brussels for the European Cup final, and things got out of hand. It was May 29th, 1985, and segregation between supporters was minimal. As kickoff approached, the atmosphere shifted from anticipation to unease, with supporters pressing forward to find better vantage points. Roughly an
Bro, that don't even look fun though. Like even if you're a fan, this is just too busy, bro. You can't even like have a good time with this.
hour before kickoff, hostility between the fans of the two clubs, Liverpool and Juventus, escalated. Objects were thrown at both sides, but things got worse when a group of Liverpool supporters surged toward the Juventus fans' stand. As panic spread, people tried to back away from the advancing crowd, but with nowhere to go,
It's like
they
the
were
world's
pressed
biggest mosh
tightly
pit.
against the wall. However, the wall was not designed to withstand sustained pressure. As the crowd pressed forward, people tried to push their way out of the suffocating crush. The pressure against the wall kept growing, and before anyone could react, the wall gave way. Dozens were crushed under the concrete,
Oh,
and
no.
the human weight pressing from behind. Others fell and were trampled in the chaos.
Bro, I mean, you guys were all like full speed running on the bleachers. Like no shit.
Time. Investigations later revealed that the stadium was aging, with sections deteriorating and concrete bleachers cracking under years of use. In the end, 39 people died and about 600
Wow.
were injured.
600? Oh my god, bro, and only 30 something died? Like that's actually kind of a miracle.
The disaster led to sweeping changes in football safety regulations and a ban on English clubs from European competitions for 5 years.
Wow.
14 British/Liverpool supporters were later even convicted of manslaughter-related charges.
Wow. That's actually good though. I mean, justice for the people who got hurt and died.
24 hours.
Dude, that's crazy.
The 1955 disaster.
I'm like halfway through this. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying, dude. He makes like some of the best videos. But I gotta pee real quick. I'm not gonna make it through the video, so Give me like a minute. Okay. We got like 20 more minutes of this video, so let's get to it.
The 24 hours of Le Mans race in France had always drawn massive crowds. Spectators stood dangerously close to...
That's a silly way to start the race, no? I mean, you got to pull out. These two guys are just waiting, bro.
On massive crowds. Spectators stood dangerously close to the track with minimal safety barriers. Cars reached unprecedented speeds.
Bro, that's just stupid. There's not even a barrier of any kind. Like a car smashes, you're killing 30 people.
However, officials were more focused on maintaining the race's flow than on protecting the audience. So, during the evening of June 11th, 1955...
Bro, this looks like 19... Like, there's no safety precautions taken here whatsoever.
Roughly 35 laps into the race, Jaguar driver Matt Hawthorne noticed a pit board calling...
Mike. He said Matt.
...him in for fuel. He sharply overtakes Lance Macklin and brakes hard to make the pit entry. But in response, Lance Macklin swerves instinctively to avoid colliding with him. Behind them, Pierre Levay, driving a Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR at high
bro, in 55? That's crazy.
speed, had no time to adjust. As a result, his vehicle
oh my god, no way.
into the air directly toward a packed grandstand.
Oh.
The impact was instantaneous. Levay's car disintegrated.
Oh my god, dude, it's the frame only.
On contact, sending debris and fragments flying into the crowd. 83 people were killed on the spot.
83, dude. That's way more than I
While
thought.
several more were injured. Levay himself died instantly.
Bro, you saw the car, bro, obviously.
However, the race organizers did not stop the event, fearing that a mass exodus from the race grounds would block roads and delay emergency services.
So for safety, we're gonna keep the show going? What the fuck?
Investigations later highlighted several errors contributing to the disaster. The separation between the track and spectators was too minimal. The pit layout was inadequate.
Dude, it's stupid. This guy's just standing there, bro. These cars are going so fast.
Safety precautions were insufficient. Following this, the Circuit de la Soudah, the race venue, underwent significant safety reforms and redesign. In the end, some countries temporarily banned racing, while Mercedes withdrew its cars from the competition.
Good idea, bro. Get out of that public backlight. Like, bro, that's just bad. Bro, 55, everything was just chaotic like 50 years ago, like 75 years ago.
On March 28, 2025, the earth began to shake across Myanmar.
Oh, here we go.
At first, it felt like a distant tremor, barely noticeable in everyday life. But then the vibrations intensified.
Oh my god, dude, that'd be so scary, and you're so high
Across
up.
the region, ordinary streets transformed into unstable zones. Workers on construction sites froze and pedestrians darted for safety, yet the shaking only got faster with every passing second. In Bangkok, a 30-story building under construction collapsed in seconds. Dust and debris engulfed nearby streets. People ran blindly, dodging falling concrete and
Oh
steel.
my God, has to be hundreds of people involved.
Rescue efforts mobilized hundreds of emergency
Oh, it's just like stacked like a sandwich, bro. Look at all the layers, all the floors.
personnel. However, unstable structures and falling debris complicated the response. Even electricity, water, and communications were disrupted. Authorities reported that 95 people were killed and dozens more were injured or missing beneath the rubble.
Yeah, over 100, bro. That's so sad.
Investigations later showed that the 30-story building was the only total collapse in Bangkok.
Imagine seeing that shit on the freeway, dude.
In the end, 23 individuals and companies tied to the building project were charged with using forged documents and negligence.
Forged, bro. This just every time it's just some negligence. Like you can't trust nobody, bro.
On April 8th, 2025, the Jet Set nightclub in Santo Domingo was alive with music. Hundreds of concertgoers gathered for a merengue performance by Ruby Perez, unaware of what lay overhead. Slowly, the ceiling panels above began to shift and fixtures creaked with a metallic groan. But in a crowded room, these signals blended with the noise
You're not gonna
of a
hear
busy
any of
nightclub.
that.
The creaking finally got loud enough to cause a few people to glance up, but before anyone could understand what was happening, the roof gave way. Piece by piece, it fell onto the crowd below. Panic erupted.
Wait,
as
why?
Searching for exits that were difficult to reach due to the crowd's density. The collapse had trapped many in confined spaces. Rescue teams arrived, but the extraction process was slow, complicated by debris and a compacted
The amount of
crowd.
people, yeah.
However, 189 survivors were successfully pulled from the rubble. But by April 14th, authorities confirmed the death toll had reached 230.
Oh my God, dude. Every one of them just trying to have a good time at the club. Every one of them.
31. Later investigation revealed that the roof collapse was caused by
Negligence.
multiple air conditioning units and water tanks above it. And in June 2025, the club's owner and his sister were arrested for negligence.
Every single one of these is negligence. Every time, bro.
Degrees Celsius, one of the hottest periods on record. Millions of pilgrims moved
This is the
through the rituals following centuries-old traditions under the relentless sun. At first, they slowed, stumbled, and collapsed from exhaustion and dehydration.
Holy shit.
Emergency medical teams raced to help, but makeshift cooling stations were overwhelmed. Soon, lines grew, aid slowed, and every
Yeah, bro, I've seen this in school in like the back in when the history books and shit like that, and they all like circle around it. There's like they like flow around.
passing minute left more people struggling under the relentless heat. The disaster unfolded slowly, stretching across hours. Like a silent killer,
Bro,
heat
that
exhaustion
many
turned
people,
into
though?
heat stroke. Yet the pilgrims continued their rites, oblivious to how dangerously close they were to collapse. By the peak of the heat wave, over 13.
I get it though, man, because then you're just like, oh yeah, we're out here like being spiritual, bro. Like you're gonna try to like push yourself.
Pilgrims had died, and thousands more required urgent treatment.
From heat exhaustion? Oh my God, 1,300 people.
Unauthorized pilgrims traveling without official permits were hit the hardest, as they lacked access to air-conditioned transport, accommodations, and access to shelters.
Wow.
Saudi authorities reported 2,764 cases of heat exhaustion in a single day. Hospitals and paramedics worked non-stop, treating waves of collapsing pilgrims. Still, the numbers kept climbing. Ultimately, the families in multiple countries later reported loved ones either missing or dead. Saudi authorities later denied systemic failure, stating that the majority of fatalities
Bro,
involved
she's in a wheelchair, bro, and they're still like pushing. That's crazy. The determination.
registered pilgrims. Official permits are capped at around
Dude, and I'm sorry to keep pausing, but for 1,300 people to die, bro, like not like that many of them were like, I'm gonna keep going.
1.8 million issued through a quota system. Ultimately, many travel companies were accused of facilitating unregulated Hajj travel, leading to licenses being revoked and some of them being prosecuted. The ritual itself continued even as emergency teams worked to evacuate affected individuals.
Wow, dude, that's just a mess, though. There's just that many people, you're gonna have a problem.
When Darali disappeared. For years, the village...
No, bro, another landslide? Are you kidding me?
The village of Darali sat quietly in the Indian Himalayas, tucked between steep slopes and fast-moving river channels in Uttarakhand. To visitors, it looked timeless. But geologists and climate experts had been warning that Darali...
You can see it, dude. Just look at the place, dude.
In the path of natural systems that had little space left. And what happened on August 5th, 2025, unfolded in less than 15 minutes. Some reports described it as a cloudburst. Others pointed to a possible glacial collapse upstream. Whatever the trigger, the result was catastrophic. Suddenly, a massive surge of water, mud, rock, and debris tore down the mountainside with almost no warning. The flow moved faster than any evacuation could have happened. Homes were crushed where they stood. Could have.
Sorry, getting distracted. Whatever. Nah, dude, this one's crazy, dude. It's the same as the other ones, though. A landslide, and then in 15 minutes, this whole town is just destroyed. Like, what the fuck?
Homes were crushed where they stood. At the time...
Bro, and then somebody's in there, dude. Somebody's, like, taking a shit at home, you know? And then the toilet... Oh, gone.
Homes were crushed where they stood. At the time, people were gathered at a nearby temple for a festival, concentrating large numbers in one place just as the surge arrived. The wave tore through the air.
Bro, and then it's a 15-minute span of time, and then they all happen to be gathering on that day. You know, it's universe shit, bro.
Area sweeping away structures and people alike. Several festival goers were killed on the spot, while others were dragged
dude, that is fully buried
away by the water before rescue teams could reach them. The temple itself suffered heavy damage, with sections of the structure collapsing under the force. Yet that force did not stop there. Parts of an army camp were destroyed, showing how overwhelming the impact truly was. By the time the surge stopped, nearly
bro, that car is buried.
Half of Darali was gone. At least 4 deaths were confirmed in the immediate aftermath, and between 50 and 100 people were reported missing.
That sounds more like it, because you're just not gonna find them. Like, they're literally part of the earth now.
Families searched through mud and wreckage where streets had been just...
Bro, just imagine doing that too, desperately looking for your family member, and then you just find some other stranger that you don't know, their body.
Hours earlier, around 150 Indian soldiers arrived quickly and managed to rescue roughly 20 survivors.
Oh my god, dude, this is so sad. That's so unfortunate. There's nothing you can do.
On November 9th, 2021, Istanbul's Ardashir district became the site of a killing that would shake the country. 28-year-old architect Başak Tengi
Oh no, I think I saw this on Twitter.
was walking alone, heading toward her destination, unaware she was being watched. Surveillance footage later showed a man approaching from behind. There was no argument, no visible interaction, and no sign of conflict, but within seconds, the routine motion of the street collapsed into violence. The attacker, 27-year-old Ken Gotakbaz, carried a samurai sword he had deliberately purchased and brought with him. Without hesitation, he struck Cengiz repeatedly before fleeing the scene. The attack was swift and brutal, ending before bystanders could fully process what they were seeing. Emergency services arrived shortly afterward, but Cengiz was pronounced dead on site.
It's a samurai
What
sword,
stood
bro.
out
That's
to the investigators
gross.
was not only how the attack happened, but why. Police were able to identify and detain Kingotok Baz within hours using CCTV footage. During questioning,
Some fucking
he revealed
incel.
a bizarre fact. Turns out Baz never had any connection with the victim. In fact, she was chosen at random. The only reason he gave was that he thought a woman would be easier to kill.
Yeah.
Later,
basically the same thing.
Reports noted that a search of his residence uncovered multiple cutting tools, evidence that the act was deliberate and extreme. In April 2022, an Istanbul court sentenced Baz to aggravated life imprisonment, along with additional convictions related to threats and weapon charges.
Bro, that's not even like, that's hands down easy way, like life in prison. You just killed someone with a sword.
In the early hours of November 5th, 2023, Juan DJ Johnny Walker Wamalone, 57, hosted This Morning radio program.
No, dude, I think I know this video. Oh no, I know this video.
Radio and simultaneously streaming on Facebook from a small studio inside the safety of his home, only to find out it wasn't so safe after all. At around 5:30 a.m., a man enters the announcer's booth. He tells Wamalon that he has an important announcement. The request didn't sound unusual, so the microphone remained open and the live stream continued. But only moments later, gunshots rang out inside.
And then he fucking steals his chain, bro.
Booth. The assailant took Huamalon's gold necklace and escaped, fleeing the scene with an accomplice waiting outside on a motorbike.
Dude, I saw that on Twitter, bro. Uncensored and everything. It's horrible.
The live stream continued briefly after the shooting. His listeners hear in shock as the audio...
Bro, I'm glad he's not showing any of it. It's so fucking sad, dude. And he seems like the nicest guy. Just doing a good, you know, just doing what he loves, man. That's so sad.
In Kurtalan Siirt province, Turkey, a wedding celebration was violently cut short. It was June 6, 2025. Among the guests gathered in traditional attire, the Hele dance brought people together in a familiar communal rhythm. Among the dancers was 19-year-old Adnan Peggoz, participating like everyone else.
Why is it always in a celebration?
However, security footage
that
later
stuff
showed another young man approaching. Aziz Asma, also 19, who positioned himself closer to Peggoz. In his hand was a firearm, which he raises and, without warning, opens fire.
Oh my God.
Peggoz is shot in the back and collapses as guests flee in panic. The wedding instantly transforms into a crime scene, and the celebration abruptly comes to an end. Asma briefly threatened
an assassin at the
before
wedding.
fleeing, only to be arrested shortly afterward at a nearby sports field. Peggoz, on the other hand, was quickly rushed to the Kurtalan State Hospital, but despite emergency treatment, he succumbed to his injuries.
Bro, just the surprise of the attack. Like, I feel like that alone would impact your survivability. Like, if you had no idea it was coming.
As investigators piece together the boy's background, it becomes clear that the crime is not spontaneous. It was the endpoint of a long-running feud over the popular video game PUBG.
Huh?
Finally, on December 2nd, 2025, he was sentenced to aggravated life imprisonment with
Over
no
a video game, bro?
reductions.
Of a PUBG, bro? Like, one of the graphically least interesting games? Like, it looks like ass.
Level 7.
Wow.
Like father, like son. On January 2nd, 2024, local officials in Barangay Montilla asked for outside help to deal with a situation they could no longer control. In the Philippines, barangays are the smallest local neighborhood unit, kind of like a village, and Barangay Montilla is part of the town of Moises Padilla. That day, 70-year-old Godofredo Templatura and his 32-year-old son, John Albert Templatura, were causing a disturbance in the area. Both men were intoxicated and behaving aggressively, or as the locals described, running amok.
Bro, he's pulling a jitty on.
Although the community officials tried to calm them down, it didn't work. So as the situation grew out of control, they asked for help from a nearby military unit. An armed soldier, Donan Socia, responded to the scene alone. During the confrontation, the son pulled out a bolo, a large machete-like blade that is used as a farm tool, but can also be used as a deadly weapon, and it was clear that he intended to use it for the latter. However, before he could strike, Donan fired his gun, and John fell to the ground.
Good.
It happened in only a matter of seconds. The father, Godofredo, tried to step in, but Donan shot him as well. Unfortunately, in the crossfire,
They
two
both died.
other civilians were also hit by stray bullets.
Oh.
Both were taken for medical treatment and later reported to be in stable condition. However,
Good.
John Albert and Godofredo had died at the scene.
Dude, good. I mean, y'all being ridiculous, and then you're drunk. I think, getting shot while you're drunk, I think that's probably bad, right? Doesn't it, like, thin your blood or something? And then you would bleed more?
But a member of the CAFGU, short for Citizens Armed Force Geographical Unit. These are local civilians who assist the Philippine Army for security in...
I mean, that's what they're there for, bro. Doing their job. Stopping these people from running amok in a small little village. That's awesome.
My father...
At least that one you could feel good about, you know?
...is a policeman. It was Sunday, December 20th, 2020, around 5 p.m. in Panqui, Tarlac, Philippines, when a regular neighborhood dispute turned bloody. The parties involved were Jonel Noizca, a police officer, and his teenage daughter, Alicia, on one side, and 25-year-old Frank Anthony Gregorio and his 52-year-old mother, Sonia, on the other. The argument had started over Frank's snarky remarks toward Alicia and violating the noise regulation by firing boga, a large improvised bamboo cannon used in Filipino celebrations. Now, mind you, Jonel was not on duty, and the area was far outside his jurisdiction. Yet, he invoked the right of way to force his way on Frank's property and arrest him. While Jonel confronted Frank, Sonia stepped in and refused to let go of her son. She pleaded with Alicia to stop her father, yet all the girl could reason with was, "My father is a policeman." To this, Sonia replied with a song lyric saying, "I don't care, AAA."
I don't care.
This seemed to trigger Jonel. He raised his 9mm service pistol and fired at point blank.
Bro, right in front of your kid.
Range. Sonia was shot in the back of the head, and she fell, yet she didn't let go of her son.
Oh.
But then, Jonel shot Frank once
so
in the
sad.
head and again at the same spot. As the mother and son
He
lay
just executed both of
on
them.
the ground, Jonel shot at Sonia once again to make sure that both were dead. All the while, his own teenage daughter stood merely feet away, and shockingly, the young girl didn't even flinch. The horrifying scene was witnessed by Gregorio's relatives and even recorded by one of the passersby. Right after the shooting, Jonel fled the scene on his motorcycle, leaving Alicia behind. However, only about an hour later, he surrendered to the police.
He left his daughter behind after murdering 2 people in front of him.
At Rosales Panganisan. He was immediately arrested and charged with with no possibility of bail.
Good.
Further investigations revealed that there was more to the dispute than mere noise disruption. In fact, the real story had started years earlier with a property dispute that Jonel had lost. The boga on December 20th was the final spark that turned years of tension into lethal violence. In court, Jonel was found guilty and sentenced to 40 years of imprisonment for each.
Good. Okay, 40 each.
However, only 3 months after his sentencing,
He died.
Jonel suffered a heart attack and died in police custody.
Good. I mean, it's better he just dead anyway, you know? I get people are like, oh, the justice though. But, like, he's dead, bro. Like, his spirit gone.
Bondi Beach turned red. Every year, Bondi Beach hosts a Hanukkah celebration that brings thousands of people together. However, in 2025, that celebration ended in the worst way possible. On December 14th, the first night of Hanukkah, around 6:47 p.m. local time, 2 men opened fire on the crowd at the Hanukkah by the Sea gathering. The chaos quickly escalated as the gunmen positioned on a small pedestrian bridge near Campbell Parade, firing down toward the Hanukkah celebration. People were running and screaming, trying.
Dude, what the fuck's wrong with
to
people,
take
bro?
cover.
That's so weird.
As shots rang out, one man
always a
reacted
celebration.
differently. 43-year-old Ahmed Al-Ahmed moved toward one of the shooters and managed to wrestle his gun away. This forced the attacker to retreat back onto the bridge instead of getting closer to the Hanukkah celebrations.
Nice, bro.
Meanwhile, the police had also arrived at the scene, and about 5 minutes into the attack, one of the gunmen was shot dead. The second shooter, however, continued to fire from the bridge until he was critically wounded. By 7:37 p.m., the attack was over, and both suspects were in custody.
Dude, I just don't. What is the point of just mass shooting at a fucking celebration,
Akram
dude?
and his 24-year-old son, Naveed Akram. Dashcam footage showed that before the main attack, a man and woman had tried to stop one of the gunmen as he exited his car. However, they were unable to do so and were later shot and killed. Investigators soon uncovered that the attack was pre-planned.
Bro, of course. I mean, this is just evil people. Like, and the kid's 23, was it? Like, what the fuck is he? What a bad parent to get your kid into that shit like that early, bro. And then y'all doing that together? Like, what the fuck, bro? Oh my god, dude, what a thrilling ass video every single time, bro. He puts out the best stuff, honestly. But that's the last video for the stream, so that's gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Anybody that watches the VOD, and thank you to the Clown Card 7 for the follow after the stream yesterday, and then Luckily who followed after the stream yesterday. Really appreciate y'all. And then for anyone chatting, Susan and Protects, appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe the next day. Still don't have my schedule.